Nice double boom going out with that jockey onto Han on the side. That is going to be a partial shutdown, I would say, but an okay amount of damage going out. Almost everything, actually everything did get damaged on that. And they are going to try to draw crown this witch right here. The smoker is still up, does not have a charge, and Han is going to take out that witch before any further incident occurs. I suppose if they can make it through this alley, this is one of the weirder parts to play on this map, due to the fact there are spawns all above them, and they can also spawn in those bushes.
Yeah, if they shut down this hit here, they'll be pretty much set for this tank. I mean, they have a spitter though. It's gonna get a little iffy because the charger's gonna spawn top right with the hunter. If they don't keep the hunter right away, or if they just don't tunnel the charger, this could be a lot of damage.
Well, see, the hunter got scooted. Yeah, so that's exactly what they were looking for. Yeah. Charger is going to get shut down as well, and those are the plays that you expect out of a team that's played as well in this tournament as Element of Surprise has in general to get to that 4th overall seed, I would say, going into the elimination stages. This is the 1v4 battle, as a matter of fact. Serenity, that #1 going in. And whoever wins gets a date with this team called HCP next week, Purple.
Next week?
2 weeks from now, rather.
Oh, yeah. I was like, uh-oh.
Unless you wanted to play, you know, somebody next week on Arena of the Dead, it's all up to you guys, I guess.
Nah,
Jockey does get melted. Yeah, right. Boomer gets popped. Smoker gets a pull forward, and these hits from Serenity now are kind of mirroring what we saw coming out of Element of Surprise to start. This is a map that's been around for a while, but obviously it's not played as much as the stock maps.
No, I mean, you have the crashing issues and the fact that no one wants to download a map to have to play the game. So you're not going to see it that often in pugs unless someone posts beforehand, goes, yo, let's play this map. Friends pug or whatever.
I see that happening sometimes, and obviously some people scrim it, and I think this was used, obviously it was introduced in one of the custom campaign tournaments. It was either CCT 1 or 2. I know it was used in 2. It was used...
Hibbs?
Oh, they're coming back on this tank right here. Tank is in the hands of Miro. We expected them to go all the way back, but instead, they're going to try to push Miro's tank. And now, watch, they're going to turn around and then run back when he goes for the cards. I'm predicting that right now. Yep.
I would agree.
Yeah, that's going to be an AI tank, I'm pretty sure, unless Miro finds a way to... This should be AI at this point. It's going to be...
Depends...
Ooh, Charger Jockey Hunter might be able to slow them down.
Charger can get a spawn.
Let's see, I mean, they're already blitzing through here, Purple. This tank is not going to have sight for another good, like, 8 seconds, if that. No, this is AI. If they get around that corner and they don't get hit, this is an AI tank.
Whoa, man.
I knew that was coming.
If you go into the front, maybe? He's got 45 rage. He's going to lose another 20 here.
Ooh, it's going to be real close. And they're going back, and they're going to pop out. He's going to make
15,
it, actually.
10,
he's in. He's
5.
Oh,
he has to go right in.
He's got to go right in. That's what he's doing. He has a hunter,
oh,
jockey, a charger, and he's crouching underneath the log. He actually didn't take a whole lot of damage from that, but he's already almost dead. Hits coming in. Jockey gets obliterated. That charger's going in. He gets a punch. Hunter's going to get cleared, and then he gets a Godframe punch onto that, getting another punch onto Azula. But all in all, that was a nice shutdown from Element of Surprise. Again, the AI thing, they almost got that off right there, and that would have had the tank 6k HP, 3 support, no boomer in that area. Would have been melted even more than that, but that's a nice shutdown of Miro's tank. And good job on Serenity for keeping pace, but Purple, they got pretty well handled.
You know, I'm going to call that a Hib classic, because that's something you kind of expect from Hib, to do a play like that. Be like, hey, let's trick the tank into forcing himself AI, basically, which... You know, for all intents and purposes there, Miro might as well have been AI, because he got, I think, 2 punches at most.
Yeah, he got like 1 punch, and another one was God-framed, and the last one he actually was able to hit again onto Azula. But as you mentioned, this is a beautiful health bonus right now, since they were able to take care of that tank so well. They avoid any and all hittable capacity right there by running to that open spot, and that again is pretty much the meta strat. You don't like fighting it in this double area where they are here, these 2 bushes.
Yeah,
but...
you really don't fight it in this area. Even if he can't car you, like, the SI can just spawn and hide in the bushes and then come in and kill you. I don't know about hitting inside here.
They don't have the spitter. I mean, they're going to go for it anyway. Charger's going to miss. Hunter got cleared. Charger got a couple punches, and they did manage to make a couple survivors slow, but they should be able to push through that. That would have been a lot more effective with a spitter, I'd say, Purple.
That would have been a lot of damage with the spitter. Hib should pop his pills here, and they should go fast. Yeah, there we go.
He killed a pretty strong hit right there, so there might not be another Charger in the next rotation.
The smoker died last, I think. Oh, so yeah, they're gonna get a 2-2 here, which... Yeah... I don't know if they can actually make safe room. If the SI go now, they'll have another hit, but...
Still getting in position right now, so they're maybe going to try it here. Spitter's actually going, tries to go for a delay, but misses.
Yeah. I don't even know what you would delay there, because you can't block off the whole path. Maybe just sacking?
I'm not sure. I think they want that charger for some kind of hit that they're going to try to get right here, but I don't think they got it.
They definitely won't have it.
They're not going to have it at all. Element of Surprise is going to get out of this pretty much scot-free.
By the time he gets his spawn and gets near the ladder...
Oh, they got the pullback, and the Boomer got a double boom. Here comes the Jockey and the Charger. They're going to manage to get the charge, but it's going to not go down the ravine. It's going to land on the side right there. What did he stop on? Is that just the curved lip?
He legit stopped on nothing.
I don't know exactly what he hit. He had hit dead to rights right there, at least for like a partial in-cap charge or maybe even a death. But that was pretty fortunate for Element of Surprise that they got through that without a bigger catastrophe. Hib is going to get pulled back once again. Smoker's going to get cleared, not quite dead. It's a Boomer and a Spitter in the spawn queue now. They're just going to try to throw something in as Element of Surprise push their way down. M2 on that Boomer does go out, and there's the pop, and that's going to be Element of Surprise making the save from right here, maybe eating a little bit more spit damage, or maybe even a charge spit, if that charger can get the spawn, but no. The survivors have gotten in. That's going to be a 968 to 920 score.
They should have been up 300 points here. They kind of threw away their health at the end there.
I mean, it was fortunate in the one regard that Hib didn't get like killed, but
in reality they should have been down because Hib should have been death charged. But I mean, a Smoker Jockey Boomer should not be able to do that much damage.
The Jockey got he got a few ticks of damage, and then he ledge hung Lucky Lock, so he was taking damage there as well while he was hanging. Isn't that how that works?
Yeah, but the damage tick up is really slow when you're hanging.
Right. Should have been maybe some kind of a faster recovery possibly, but hey, they are in the lead. That's fortunate for them obviously right there, and obviously we're going to have the same tank spawns and witch spawns on the other server in the... I believe it's going to be, there was a conversation it's France or Germany, but because it's a Chicago server now, it's going to be France, so we'll see exactly how that turns out in terms of ping. That's obviously the best server available for a North American team going to Europe, at least at this point in time. It will have some more technology instituted that gets us something in the middle of, I don't know, the Atlantic Ocean or something like that, which would be better, but of course, I think the Left 4 Dead 2 community would also benefit from having another LAN.
Oh god.
I say that probably jokingly, but obviously Element of Surprise on the Survivor side right now. Special Infected are going to be a Charger, Smoker, Jockey, and a Boomer, and they're hitting outside on top of this gas station. Boomer gets nicely popped. Charger does manage to land for a split second, then does get cleared. Smoker again grabbing a small pull, but minimal damage on that purple.
Yeah, the Boomer went too early before the other SI were even close, so he got popped.
So, this tank's going to be 36%. I have to ask you, sorry to cut you off there, both you and Dawkins were obviously in that match yesterday between HCP and UNI. What was the problem that you guys ran into on Survivor fighting it in this spot that they're going to take it back to?
Both teams gave up an early corner, and you could see that right away. The Survivor got cornered basically instantly when the tank had 4.6k HP, which, when you're playing that room, you can't really have that happen. Because Bravo, I think, did 500 damage to the tank, which, that's like a shot and a half, basically.
At that point, once he was cornered, then the tank was able to reposition on targets, but Hib's team actually not going inside right now quite yet. Rock going in, not going to land. Tank in the hands of Hota for Team Serenity, and they are getting actually rather aggressive on this. Oh, goodness gracious. He's going for that early chip. There is a Smoker up, and by the way, for those who don't know, that white van is indeed hittable, so you don't really want to go too far near that. And it looks as though Hota is going to start moving his way in with this Boomer, Smoker, and a Hunter for the support hit that he's got right now. They are going to be able to make it back inside, and as long as they can shut down this Boomer, that would be good for them, because that would force the SI to then get another 3-cap, but they're trying to sack the Smoker in front as well. Hota repositioning himself, and he's still on first pass 95% here, Purple.
Yeah, he's just kind of playing around with hitables. I mean, assuming his team sits in there, it won't even matter what he does with these hitables.
costuming, but you can never make that assumption, though.
Well, if you're a high caliber professional tank, you can actually get the car in through the double doors when they're open. But
Yeah.
you know, that's
Double
kind of
boom.
asking too much.
The double boom's not going to help Team Elman in Surprise's case, though. They're going to have a Charger and a Hunter for the rest of the support. Hota committing in from the side on that other white truck right there to avoid taking chips. He is going to be in on them right now, going for a long arm, not going to land it. He's got two survivors backed up right there. He gets the first punch onto Azula, changes his target over to Hib. He's got the corner onto Hib, but he's down to under 2k. SI support coming in now. There's the Hunter landing. Smoker landing. Charter is going to try to land as well. Not going to work. Hota missing another punch right there. Now gets the lockup onto Azula, it looks like, and there is the down, but they only take 1 3/4 in caps from that purple. That looked a lot worse at the start.
You know, Hoda missed punches, and I honestly think he picked the wrong target. He jumped into that window, and there was a guy to the top right that he could have punched instantly. He instead had to jump across the counter and go all the way across the room. He was down to like 3.4k by the time he hit a punch when he could have had one right away.
And then he got in that situation too of chasing one of the survivors around. They were able to refocus the guns on him, and then they sent that SI support. I liked the idea behind it because they sent it rather late. They were waiting for him to get the lockup as you traditionally would in an area like that. But instead, that ended up working against them because they managed to land, but then the tank just wasn't really in the position to capitalize on that. And Element of Surprise have a pretty good amount of health right here. There is obviously an event to deal with, and they're going back to shop.
Everybody grab a weapon.
I don't usually see that happening if you have the ability to blitz through this, but I guess they could try and find, like, a melee weapon or something like that. They have 2 people bleeding, 1 set of pills. Han and Lucky Lock are still the health bonus, and it looks as though they did find the melee weapon. Hib found the pan that he was looking for.
He was about to cook some nice breakfast for Danae's team. I guess it's past breakfast time for him. It's, you know, early afternoon.
Around, like, 1 o'clock right here. Actually, that would be on Hib's coast. It's 4 o'clock here on the east coast. And we do have a boom going out. 1 survivor standing on top right there. No SI really going for him. Charter is going to die as well, and that jockey wasn't even able to get in with the rest of his team. Shady taking that upstairs route over the truck and then the bus. And this event's interesting, Purple, because I think when I was scrimming against Dawkins on this, and I don't know if you guys know this as well, it is not in any way 120 common.
It is definitely not. I have never... You can't really sit there and count common, but it has never felt like the appropriate amount.
I'm not exactly sure why that is. Maybe it's like an ace mod change that went over where the event's still expecting to be turned off by the button, and then if you don't, it still just keeps going. But the hit here from Team Serenity is working its way in. Jockey in the front, Smoker going to land in the back for a second. Charger's going to get leveled by Lucky Lock. Spick goes down on a Smoker pull on another survivor right there, but again, a rather fast clear going out. And there's also this choke at the end here that literally involves all 4 survivors climbing a ladder, crouching into a hole, and dropping onto an alarm car.
Yeah, this choke, you can actually block the top spawns by jump spamming, but eventually the last guy has to crawl through the hole, so he kind of gets screwed. I mean, I guess you just kind of hope the SI are bad.
I don't know if that's at this stage like a gambit you can really take.
No, well, I will say, Hib's team has been skeeting pretty much every hunter, so they're playing fairly well.
Definitely right now, and they have actually hit that button to turn off the horde as well. That might be the difference maker right there, because then the common should stop pouring in, especially when there's no longer an event to be triggered and or active. So it looks pretty quiet right now. Maybe that's a mistake that we made before, where it's like you thought you could just blitz past because it would be 120 common either way, but you had to turn off the thing anyway.
Yeah, I don't really know, since it's a custom map and things might not be quite right. I don't really agree with them hitting there on the switch. I don't think it's worth it.
They have a Charger, Hunter, Boomer, and a Jockey, which is actually going to get failed by him right there. So that's going to be the full in cap going out onto him. That's going to impact his damage bonus. And they are going to wait, actually, Purple. They're not hitting on it. Not yet, at least. Then the bathroom goes in. Uh-oh, this might trigger the rest of the attack. Hunter working its way in from the left-hand side. Jockey as well. No, God, not like this. Okay, the Charger misses, and then the Jockey is going to land onto Han on the side over there. And that's obviously, that actually might work out a little bit better for EOS if they can get that pickup, because they're not going to have a hit for the choke now.
That's going to work out a lot better for them. As stupid as that was. Like, I was so confused. Lucky Lock was running at the Charger while boomed and not shooting it, and I don't know what happened. The Charger just, like, missed.
Oh, Purple. That's a good amount of damage though going to a couple survivors. And there is a charger there, managing to land a nice double charge, but it does get cleared by the hands of Lucky Lock. And they still have 2 survivors with a nice amount of permanent health. They're going to get into the safe room, bringing their total score to 1,928 to start this. And they've been doing darn well, I'd say, on Survivor so far, Purple, aside from a few misplays.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the Parish game where they were dying basically every map. Which obviously, you know, a lot better. They still should be making more than that. I feel like Dane's team on their home server is not gonna get 360 points on this map. They're gonna get 500, 600.
Yeah, and that pacing is going to be tough to determine because depending on, like, as well, obviously with the contingency of Han potentially leaving the game, because that is something that Team Element of Surprise was informed of a while beforehand. There was a conniption fit over changing the match time, and then there was a decision made by the teams amongst themselves and the admin team where it's okay, yeah, fine, you can use a ringer for the second game, when even though the rules say no ringers, trust me, I'm preempting that, I'm already aware. We do have a Boomer getting a shutdown right there. Charger's going to miss. Jockey lands in front, and that's going to be an okay amount of damage onto Hota, and almost turns into a double cap right there. Pretty slow clear coming out from Serenity to start.
Okay, so there's this weird bug, at least I think it's a bug, where someone gets jockeyed in a corner, you like sometimes can't empty the jockey off, so you're sitting there looking like a jackass.
Yeah,
and I think that's what happened to Hoda there. Like, he's sitting there and Rochelle was M1M2ing at the jockey and nothing was happening.
I'm not sure exactly when that became a thing, because it didn't seem to happen too much in the earlier versions.
People tell me it's the M2 reduced angle in the jockey, but I don't really believe that, because I aim right at the jockey and still had it happen.
Yeah, I can see that same thing going out, where it's like, you know, you have a teammate you could usually just clear very quickly by turning and shoving the jockey off its face instead of... It's not that you're not trying to aim, it's that it's just quicker. And if you, like, can't do that, then as you said, you end up standing there spamming your M2 at the jockey, and it's not going anywhere, and then your teammate's getting pissed. It's like, why aren't you clearing me? And it turns into a lot more damage than it should have been. That actually is going to put Hota down already to what? Like 79 HP, and this tank is in the hands of the one and only Hib. And you know what? I think he's going to try to get that white van inside.
That would be a hip thing to do, but I feel like he's wants to actually do damage with this tank. His name is Haxer Mode, not Hib, yeah.
It's Haxer Mode, aka Hib. I learned that from a video that I watched. He's going to the right-hand side. He's actually climbing up to the cliff right now. Maybe he wants them to sack and/or try to land.
He is gonna try and get on the safe room.
All right. See it?
Oh, so this is like a really risky setup they have here. I mean, I'm sure they didn't intend to have a boomer, but this boomer literally has to crouch and boom through the windows right when the tank goes in.
Let's see. Hib is going to be committing this right here. Getting the nice first punch onto. There's the double boom as well onto Nick. And now Hib is turning back around. He gave up that corner, and he's going to miss that punch. Another punch going in right there. Support has been
We
called.
do have a double cap.
Nice double cap, and he's whipping.
Hib's just
He's
whipping
whipping on
punches.
Donnie in the corner. That's a God frame punch going out. And that tank is now going to turn back around, whipping another punch onto Nick in purple. That has to leave Element Surprise with something to be desired.
You know, as much as Hoda misplayed his tank, Hib misplayed his even more. He just says his ping is fluctuating. I see a consistent 70, but whatever.
What do we know?
That was he punched a guy and then like ran by him to chase another guy down a hall and then left him when he had an easy corner on him.
Yeah, and this is not looking good right now. That's going to be a pull going out onto Ellis, and then the Hunter's going to land onto Coach. Jockey's bouncing around, not going to land either. They've got an okay amount of damage onto Thug, but right now Serenity would stand to take the lead if they make the safe room with this bonus.
But yeah, that should have been at least 2 end caps with Hib's tank. I don't know why he gave up so many corners. It just baffles my mind.
Look out now!
Yeah, I mean, and on whatever ping you're on, especially on the home server like that, to reiterate, it's like 41 for Lucky Lock, 13 for Azula, 66 for Han, and ranging between like 69 and 71 for Hib right there. So, obviously not what you want to see coming out of that. Charger gets a nice double charge right, almost a free cap, but the Hunter has not quite yet landed. That is definitely going to make up for whatever occurred earlier, Purple. That's a beautiful hit.
if that Hunter landed, that would have literally salvaged the entire round for them.
Alright, thanks.
I mean, it did a lot, but it could have been even more, you know? Like, Hoda would have been down too as well, and the other guy, like, would not have gotten cleared from the charger. He would have been, like, down as well. Or at least Jockey, I mean. I mean, that was good, but, you know, same thing, kind of could have been better. I guess that's the story of this match so far.
Yeah, and Hoda is quite separated on top of his truck right now. He is going to get pulled in the back. There's the double cap landing. Charger trying to work his way and getting the charge onto Ellis. That's going to be the damage bonus. But Purple, as you mentioned, that last hit was a little bit, I don't know, it was good, but it wasn't as good as it could have been. But that was more beautiful capitalization from Element of Surprise, and that made up for it for sure.
Definitely did. I mean, they're sitting, let's see. They're sitting at 20 points higher than Hibs team's health bonus, and they have another tack and a half maybe to go.
Yeah,
Plus
and also
Witch.
one of them slow. So that actually might give them even more time to get more SI spawns rattled off. And they're just kind of chilling right now in the middle of these two barricade walls. Jockey's trying to land in the corner, not going to work, but they definitely are in a position where they could take, probably, as you mentioned, like, if they don't go and turn off that alarm, there actually might be more common going in when they go to the left. If that slows them down enough, they could take 2 or even 3 more full hits before they reach the safe room.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they decide to do here. I mean, you have one guy who's basically permanently slow. Dane's not really close to slow, he's at 53. But if he takes any damage here at all, he's going to be permanently slow.
Charger went for the long charge, and they did actually manage to get a separation pull up there on
See,
Dane, and that's not cleared yet. Still not cleared. There's that perma-slow that you mentioned, and even more damage onto that damage bonus. They still have the Witch to deal with, and it looks as though they're deciding not to go for the alarm. Now, this is where I'm going to be intrigued, because technically those common could keep coming in if it's doing what it's been doing before, and they are. Rochelle going for the Witch, getting common off with the Witch, misses the first swing, is standing on the truck right there. Miro, and she's going to re-aggro onto Hoto right there. And that's going to be the double boom going out. Well, there's the Jockey landing, and there is still a Hunter looking for some kind of pounce as well. Hoto is getting destroyed by these common North American Witch for sure. And this could definitely go in Element of Surprise's favor if they have other spawns coming into queue. There are still common trickling in from that event. There's the pounce landing onto one of the survivors right there, and another in-cap going out. Still common going in. Hip crashes, nobody cares. And then the spinner's going to go in from the side, trying to get some kind of in-cap. His team hasn't paused quite yet because there's still a horde coming in and a Jockey up. It was better for them to troll, but Purple, everything after that tank fell apart for Serenity.
The Witch simultaneously destroyed both health bonuses on Serenity's. Like, the Witch is MVP right now for EOS.
There's not really a whole lot they can do. They're dead.
Is a wipe.
Dead. Like, that target's gonna go in.
No way.
Magic to land it. There it is. And that's a beautiful recovery by Element of Surprise on their home server, turning in what would have been, after tank, a 400-point deficit if Team Serenity had made it with that bonus into rather a over 400-point advantage going into map 3. That's a nice turnaround.
That's pretty insane if you ask me. Like, 4 greens after tank, and then you get wiped? Even on 100 ping, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it all started with that 3-cap, or partial 3-cap.
Yeah, the double charge into the Jockey, and then, I mean, obviously the Hunter didn't land, but that was a huge mess. They still had decent HP after that, and then, I don't know. I don't know why you would send your health bonus to Crown the Witch. That didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, at that point they were still slow, so again, they couldn't go over to the side to take that alarm, and rather, they had to push towards that Witch. You saw Rochelle was going for it, but then she got hit by Common, so then that Witch got aggroed, still on the bus, and then after Rochelle went down, I'm pretty sure, by all 3 of the SI just slamming into her face, then the Witch went for Nick instead. And tank at 48% right here, Witch at 19, probably not going to be as hectic, but I think one of the things that makes Detour ahead interesting is due to the fact that they have, like, a bunch of opportunities to get some kind of death charge or maybe some kind of reset. And I mean, even in your match yesterday, Purple, we saw you get knocked over that truck and have to work your way back from the start of the level practically.
Yeah, that was, I mean, that turned basically an in-cap tank into possibly more into a one-hitter and quitter. Which I didn't actually intend for that to happen. As much as I'd love to say that was all calculated and planned. But this map, the end ladder is probably the hardest choke in the entire game. If you get pounced or jockeyed at the top of the ladder, you are instantly in-capped when you hit the bottom, because you take fall damage. Worse than No Mercy 3? I would say yeah, because the ladder isn't as long as No Mercy 3, so you can't clear it as easily.
Yeah, and I've actually seen that come into play where it's like if the SI even just obviously ladder shooting helps with that, but it was even more brutal like in Pro Mod when you couldn't do that before.
With no ladder shooting, you're guaranteed to basically die there, because you can't with no ladder shooting, you have to have a guy climb all the way up, and then he gets smoked or capped or something, and the second guy just gets capped.
Oh no! Oh god, no! Okay, that jockey got shut down. I was concerned for Azul right there, but we do have a Hunter landing as well onto a Lucky Lock in the corner. And Purple, that's a lot of damage off the safe room right there.
Yeah, that was bad. That was... People were standing in spit on the fire escape. Han got pounced, or Lucky Lock got pounced rather, by himself, and the other guy wasn't even near him to clear him. Don't really know what his team's plan was there.
Actually have another setup on the side of Serenity right here before the survivors drop all the way down. They are spawn blocking pretty well. This is going to start off a mini event right here that they should probably decide to take a hit for and then push through. And speaking of that hit coming in, there's the pull. Jockey almost got a nick, but now the jockey is going to latch onto fifth, and this is going to be a huge amount of damage onto Han right there. That's going to knock him slow from the charger punches. Stick goes down, and this has been all Element of Surprise, or all Serenity rather, onto Element of Surprise to start this chapter out. Those first two hits already knocking Han slow and doing close to 150 damage.
Yeah, these guys, they're not even helping each other because they're common. This is... I don't know, it's pretty bad from Hib's team. They went from playing decently on the first two maps to just kind of playing like crap on this map.
Elegant, elegant. They went from 100 to 0 in about 2 seconds, I would say. That's the problem, because this map, you need to be fast almost this entire map to make something happen, in my opinion. We do have that Charger actually getting Charlie Brown by that Hunter, trying to land a punch. First one was God framed. More chip damage going out, but it's a pretty even spread on the survivors, aside from the amount of damage that they've imparted onto Han. And the tank at 48%, they're probably going to run that back, right?
I would expect his team to run this back for the alley. I don't really expect them to sit by an alarm car and 3 other cars and just get hittable to death.
You don't?
No, they might, you know what, he might even do the truck jump and try and go all the way back in AI the tank again.
Well, we'll see what they elect to do, because that tank for Serenity is up into the hands of Thug Life himself. Boomer on the alarm car, getting a double, and the Smoker's going to get a pull onto Hib right there, which is going to get cleared. The tank is pretty close right now. Hunter going in, going to get skeeted, and they can go right back over that fence right there as not even a shortcut, but just the way to get back without having to avoid, or without having to deal with that entire inside area rather. But they're very close to a hittable right now. Thug's on 100%. First pass, knocking that car around, and his team really needs to back up right here. Element and Surprise are in a bad spot. They managed to kill the Smoker. Now it's a little bit better, but the threat of that hittable purple is going to send them backwards even more.
Yeah, this hittable is actually kind of hard to even do anything with. It can just get stuck on everything here, all the trucks and the bigger trucks.
Trailers, and the trucks, and the miniature trucks,
but I mean,
and the
you
other
kind of
trucks.
have to hit it in, because then they just run circles around you.
I think that's what he's going to be moving to do right now. He doesn't even know what his support is yet, but there's still a little bit of common, and he might have the hit right there. Hib is going to be forced into the truck side. He actually managed to get the hit onto Hib. I saw that coming, unfortunately, because he was getting kited to that side. Tank managed to get it, but then the SI support are all going for the same person. They have the pounce onto Han, but that might be an in-cap. Tank still has just under 2k HP.
It's gonna be a wipe.
Not quite yet, but let's see. That Smoker's still up. Rock going in. And the tank could decide to just jump down right there and try to kill Hib in a last
Okay,
ditch
so the
effort.
jockey's dead here. They should just double pick up the guy not by the car.
I think that might be what they're trying to do, but nobody's blocking that spawn. If that Boomer gets the spawn, that'd be pretty good. Han is also slow with no pills yet. And I think the tank is still just guarding that in cap, and he's trying to play Rock Tank right now. Rock going in, not going to land onto Shady, and they're now going to push this issue right now pretty hard. Rock going in, not going to land. They're trying to kill the tank, but there's spawns coming in from the back. There's a pounce next to the car. Tank's going to throw a rock,
Oh,
but
that
the
boomer saved him.
Stumbled him out of the way, and Thug is just on the side right there, waiting for his opportunity to jump in and try to kill Hib.
He's dead here. He is dead here.
No, the tank is dead, and then that means that Hib is gonna live.
Well, I meant to say the tank is dead.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant Hib. That's assumed, but
no. That once again, I don't really know what to say about that. Like, he had 3k HP, he could have killed him, and his SI all went on the same guy. Like, the smoker, the jockey, and the hunter all went for Han. I don't know.
That kill would have put him at 3 survivors for the rest, and maybe even some more damage off of that, but instead, obviously everyone from Element Surprise still up. Hunter going in from the back with that smoker. Jockey managing to land onto Hib, who is quite separated right now. That's going to be another down onto him and putting him black and white purple. I hear you sighing.
I don't know what Hib was doing there. Like, I can almost hear in Mump. Server has no M2 reg for me. Welcome to the club, Hib.
That's a pretty common problem, but the problem is now is that Hib is black and white.
Yeah, I mean, usually there's at least one set of pills in these sewers and whatnot. They have to kind of kill Hib here, otherwise I feel like it'll be impossible to kill him. And Hib is indeed dead.
Oh, that was definitely a way to make up for not killing him with that car, but he just got split, and that was like 2 situations where he really separated himself from the rest of his team. I'm not entirely sure what that was about, but with 3 survivors left up, Han, Lucky Lock, and Azula, this is going to be a situation where they could get 3-capped in these tunnels. I could see it happening, because there's common, there's like charge potential, and that's not the right way. Now they're going the right way, and there's obviously ladders from the deal with as well, Purple, so this isn't looking good for them on their home server as of right now.
No, I don't. Okay, well, that was a lot of damage. I don't really think they should have gone in that room, because it was impossible to kind of really try cap them with that setup. So now they're going to get basically... Well, I guess they can wipe them in the series. I was going to say they get one more hit, but they're slow. They're not going to do ladder. Oh, so he did find a set of pills, so they could have actually had him alive, but... You know.
You know, things happened.
Hib just does things, and... Oh, that boomer getting popped there.
Charger manages to land, and the Hunter is going to be the last thing up. That's another tri-cap that Team Serenity is not yet going to land. They do manage to get the pounce for a split second right there, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel up here, and they are going to have to push up then that curving pipe that leads to that ladder that you mentioned earlier. And even with like 4 people, that ladder's tough, but with 3, it's even worse.
See, the thing is, does Danny's team know that this ladder literally destroys you when you get capped at the top of it?
He might. I have a feeling. Oh, that boomer goes in. He gets a single boom.
Boomed him while standing on his head on the ladder. That's pretty funny.
I mean, now they're just going to sit there and kill Common, and then they're going to have a 3rd spawn in the queue where they can then, as you mentioned, just punish them almost like kind of crazily, as you mentioned, with that in cap or whatever when you fall down. They would have to clear him like
you have to clear him while he's falling. Yeah.
But they're actually going to push out. Jockey gets M2 shut down. Charger manages to land a double charge, but they are not going to get in-capped at the bottom there. Han is not black and white either, but that clear is a little bit slow. Hunter's landing as well. Now Han's going to be forced into that black and white range, but they're still alive, Purple.
They are alive, but I mean, 2 of them have 1 HP. So they're kind of going to just get screwed in the bushes up here with just scratches. Unless they down them and pick them up right now. Which, hey! You're doing what I said. It's almost like I'm in Hib's mumble telling them what to do.
I don't know, man. Like, Lucky Lock just got boomed. He's at, what, 3 HP, so 1 common hit won't do it, but 1 SI scratch will. And right now, with Han being black and white, if they just, like, find a way to pull him and then to scratch him to death, that would work. And then the end cap on Shady would be a little bit harder because he's not going to die, obviously, yet, but they should be able to get a wipe, as you mentioned, in the bushes up here, and all Element of Surprise can really do is keep pushing for those distance points. We do have that Hunter Magic land. There is almost 3 cap. Han dies. getting the Hunter clear, but then that's going to be it. 552 points on that map because of the death of Hib earlier, and now, I don't know, Purple, I can feel the momentum kind of going in Serenity's direction.
I feel like one of two things is going to happen with this tank. It's either going to be a complete miss, in that the tank is just going to do something stupid and mess up, or they're going to wipe them.
As you mentioned, though, like, for a home team so far, they've got, what, 2.4, 2.5k points throughout the first 3 maps, and make this map with bonus, that's usually pretty huge. They need to do, I would say, just, regardless of the outcome of this, they need to score a lot of points on 4 and 5. Like, those are the 2 maps where you usually get a lot.
Yeah, map 4 and 5, I mean, unless something goes really wrong, you're going to get at least over 1,000 points on map 4, probably 1.5k, and the same thing with the finale. So, I mean, I don't really see either team wiping on the early tank on finale just because it's almost impossible. Because the cars don't actually in-cap you. So, it kind of really depends on what happens on map 4. I mean, if it's a late tank, we already know what Hib's going to do. He's going to AI it. The question is what Dane's team will do.
I feel, again, like that's one of those strats where you take it back to the start of the map because, okay, the tank has one hittable play with, you have a truck to dance around in a rather open area to kite him in. And I feel like the other option might be like fighting him on the bridge, but you have to be able to shut down a bunch of spawns from the left-hand side. Like, there are a lot more, I would say, risky plays than just taking it back to the save from that area. Of course, that unfortunately correlates with that AIing potential.
The bridge is fun because if you shut down the SI, the tank is a no-hitter. But at the same time, all it takes is one charger or one smoker and one jockey, and then you're dead.
Or even like a boom.
I mean, I know Hib's motto is high risk, high reward, but I don't really see him doing that.
You probably could get away with it, but again, it depends on if you can just shut down those SI. They did a pretty good job of killing the SI in the controlled area on map 1 on Miro's tank. They might be able to do the same thing, but first we gotta see how Serenity handles this tank in the 3rd chapter. We are gonna be going live right here. Hunter, Spitter, Jockey, and a Charger for this first hit out of the safe room. And you can actually jump on top of the safe room door to block it, I'm pretty sure, if he were to go on that railing to his left and then jump on it. But that Hunter's already pre-spawned. Jockey going in a little early. They get the double charge in the safe room. Jockey getting a couple scratches, and they get 40 damage off it, but it's nowhere near really what happened to Team Element as Surprise. The spit delay will help a little bit, but they shouldn't have another full hit up before they drop down.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that Jockey got stuck on the door, which he would have actually... Oh, that Hunter got a lot of damage, though.
Oh yeah, that's helpful.
He
right
would have pulled the guy out. They're getting a horde?
Yeah, you get a small horde when you drop here.
Oh. That's funny, because I played the map and I didn't even know that. Oh well.
There actually is one survivor up top right now by his lonesome. They have a smoker charger and this jockey. They're going in just taking the damage instead, it looks like. There's the pull going out as well. And I like the aggression from the SI so far, but at the same point in time, that's not nearly as good as what we saw happen to Team Element Surprise, where they had Han bleeding and 2 other people who were underneath like 80.
Yeah, I mean... Han did eventually go down to the tank though, so I think that didn't really matter too much in the grand scheme of things. If Hib didn't get card, they probably would have made this map with 4 people with some bonus, but... Just Hib things, you know?
Yeah, last Hib did indeed get card, and again, this event horde right here is a pretty short one. They can kind of just chill in the open area, and it's also interesting to note that Serenity's running 4 Suzies right now.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty standard for this tank fight especially, because you don't want to be close with hittables trying to shotgun him. They did live the charge spit though. I mean, look at that damage. They're all basically half.
That spread is exactly what you're looking for, so I'm surprised I've answered it so far. And obviously, because there is no shotgun, they're going to have to Uzi crown this witch, which is pretty easy to do when there are no spawns. They're probably going to try to get now before the next hit is fully up. Indeed, the person furthest away has drawn her, and that's going to be a dead witch by the team crown right there. So another obstacle mitigated by Serenity Survivor. They've been getting punished for it pretty well so far. Charger, Jockey, Boomer, and a Smoker for the next tier. And Purple, they're probably going to hit outside.
I would assume so. I expect them to just all rocket in, basically. Charger, I guess, come from the front door. Smoker spawned. Hib spawned. He wanted to go, but I guess his team wasn't really ready.
interesting because that Boomer's gonna go, and then again, nice try boom. There's the tri-cap going out, Hitman onto Serenity, quick clear by Miro in the front, but that Jockey and Smoker in the back are gonna do the work, and now Purple, we talk about those reversals of fortune for a team. This is the momentum going back into Element of Surprise's favor because of that beautiful tri-cap with the tri-boom.
See, now here's the fun part of this tank fight. They've committed 2 sets of pills. Hoda has to commit his set of pills. If Miro doesn't commit his, he goes down in 3 hits.
Yeah, and there's another one coming in right now. They're separated. There's the double cap going out. Dane getting pulled to the front. The pounce landing onto Miro as well. Dane not yet cleared. That Smoker's getting a lot of damage. And Purple, we're seeing both teams just trading instances of playing pretty well and then just falling flat.
I don't understand. It makes no sense to me.
They really can't run this back with this health.
They've basically lost this map at this point.
Well, we've got the tank in the hands of the one only Azula for Element of Surprise, and as I mentioned, they are not running this back. There's the nickel onto Rochelle, corner onto Dane as well, pounce in the back, car flying up again. They did manage to clear the Hunter. Tank is working his way towards Ellis. There's the tri-boom, punch going out onto him. Alarm car gets set off, that hittable spinning around, not gonna land, but Purple, I don't think I even need to say it. There's the white. Any thoughts on that?
I understand the thought process of, at that point, hey guys, we're basically dead, we have to fight the tank here. But at least try to juke him. Gain more points, you know? You guys, like, 2 guys go left, 2 guys go right, we'll, like, sneak someone past and just run for an extra, 60 or more points or so. But they kind of just sat there.
That's going to put the delta up to over 700 points right here, and that's not negligible. Like, that lead is pretty good, but now here we go. When you want to be on the home server, you want, what's the comfortable lead that you would like, usually?
I feel like Hib's team needs at least a 2,000 point lead going into the away server if they want to have an actual game.
I feel like that's doable.
It's definitely doable. This is a 72% tank.
Yeah.
So, what Hib needs to do here is not tell his team to do anything stupid, play normal, go into this tank fight with 3 or 4 greens, AI it, because that's what Hib's gonna do, take no damage from the tank, and then make safe room.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes. Honestly, this is a map where you only really take damage on 2 hits. The one right outside the safe room, and then the event hit. Well, I guess 3, because you get 2 during the event, but like, aside from that, there's really no other great spots to do damage on the map.
Shout out from Super to Purple for trolling all of our matches.
Yeah, okay, kid.
Exactly. I think there's some kind of irony there. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but...
Well, those who watched Dusty's stream of her game versus
Yeah,
Dawkins yesterday, people essentially started raging while winning after this map. Because Supra tried to carry the gnome to the safe room, and Bravo decided to throw it on the roof where he couldn't get it. So then Supra goes, well, I'm not going to pass you pills, I'm going to only use deagle. So then he does that, Bravo's like, well, I'm only going to use my melee. And then Dusty left the server, because he's tired of that shit.
But I saw Dusty had a couple choice words for Bravo in terms of that kind of stuff too. And I mean, and the thing is, your point was that lead, because of, as you explained here, like, a team has the propensity to not take a whole lot down except on maybe 2 or 3 hits. And again, that's the potential to have that happen. And that kind of fear when you were up by, like, what? Like,
it was not a blowout.
Yeah.
It was a close game. Like, I know the end score, it was like a 900 differential, but it's not one of those games where you can play it like you're up 5,000 points and you can't lose.
Yeah. At this point, it's like, I think we have a couple people crashing right here. Hota is getting a no Steam log on error, and then Miro had to rejoin. But, you know, and that's the thing about it, where it's like, even when you think that kind of lead is safe, with Detour ahead, like, the finale, I've seen people make like close to 2k points. And that's, like, if you saw that on any other map, you'd think that's completely insane. But that's the way Detour ahead works.
Yeah, the finale, I mean, honestly, if people don't do dumb stuff, as always, then you can roll into the safe room with 4 greens, because that tank is only at most ever going to get an in cap, and nothing more than that. It's really hard to land a tri-cap in that area, and the tank, even cornering a guy, is going to be down to like 1.6k or 2k HP.
Yeah, Grandma's right, like, Dusty grabbed Bravo by the neck and basically buried him.
Yeah, it was one of those things where you sit and mumble after the conversation. Dusty was like saying things, Bravo didn't say a word, and Super was kind of just like the little boy in the corner, watching his parents fight or whatever.
You were just there, Purple, like...
Oh yeah, I was like the police officer sitting there waiting for an actual domestic disturbance dispute, so I could actually be like, alright, handcuffs.
On which one of them, though? Probably Bravo.
Probably Bravo.
That's what happens when you, like... I don't know, there are colorful teams in this community. That's half of the entertainment, I would say. The games are good and all that other kind of stuff, but it's situations like that where people are watching and just, like, one teammate sometimes just has to tell another teammate to not say anything anymore and let them talk instead, you know?
Well, you know, Super promised he wouldn't say anything or troll anymore after the whole thingy a few weeks ago, and yet, here we were yesterday. Back to square one.
Super saying that you were actually on Dusty's side.
I was on the side of, hey, let's, you know, not do this during
idiots.
a match.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because if I start going like, hey, Dusty, don't be a little bitch, come back and actually play the game, then he's not going to come back. We forfeit the game. Because Lust was not on. And you can't exactly be like, hey, other team, can we have a ringer? Because we just raged and mumble and one of our players left.
I mean, hey, stranger things have happened. We've had situations where you schedule the map at the wrong time, and then, or the match rather, at the wrong time, and then you have to get a ringer to potentially play the second game of home and away versus Serenity today.
Yeah.
Han's parents must be nearby. That's why Han isn't readying up, because he has a situation where... uh-oh. Han's not allowed to play video games, and now there's some friendly all-chat going back and forth.
Han has, like, I guess it's traditional Asian parents or whatever, and they don't like their sons or daughters doing anything that they don't approve of, which video gaming is definitely not approved of.
Friendly all chat. Yeah, yo, I mean, friendly atmosphere. But now, Han has returned to the game. We're waiting for Hib to ready up, and as soon as that happens, we should be able to take this live. Once again, Team Element of Surprise on their home server, playing in front by about just over 700 points. Yeah, Hib's parents are nearby as well, too. That's the other problem. We're not going to bring that up. And we are going to be going live right here. Element of Surprise on Survivor. Charter Spitter, Hunter, and a Jockey. And you mentioned Purple. This is one of the hits where the damage potential is rather large, only due to the fact that there is an enclosed area, and there's a Survivor separated outside, everything else going in and dying. Lucky Lock going to take the brunt of that, but he is going to get out of the spit without a huge amount of damage, but still nice attack from Serenity on that start.
That could have been a lot more. Like, Lucky Lock was really lucky that the spit didn't actually spread where he was sitting when he got pounced.
I mean, I saw, like, Serenity pre-spit it and thought the Survivors were still going to be standing there and they could catch them before they run back in the safe room, but instead, obviously, the Survivors were a little bit faster and were able to get away with that. There is another hit now coming out. Single boom onto Han, Smoker, Charger, and a Hunter for the rest. We do have the Hunter managing to land. Smoker pull did not connect, but the Charger is going to slam into a bush right there as the Smoker got that repull forward. And again, this is non-negligible damage so far, but it could have been a lot worse. I just don't know exactly if we're going to see the same kind of response, I would say, like when we're seeing Serenity play on their home server, as you mentioned, in terms of just those perfect shutdowns and then moving from point A to point B.
I mean, even on green ping, that first hit outside the safe room is really hard to do anything about. Because things just run in your face and they're spit down and the Charger's punching you.
And, like, especially in a situation like this where you get to these wide open areas, this is probably where they're going to halt the event as well. They killed that 2-2, and knowing that the tank is after, do you expect, honestly, Hib's team to run back from a 72% tank.
I 100% expect him to do it.
Yo, okay, I get it, but, like, really, 72%?
It's not even about winning the match for him, it's about making Dane mad.
Well, I mean, depending on what your definition of victory is, then he might be able to succeed.
I mean, ideally, yeah, him wants to win the game and not lose and all that, but if he can make Dane's team mad because the AI is half their tanks, then he's gonna do it. A 72% tank, that spawns, what, outside by the barn area, kind of?
I think so, yeah. They should be able to poke forward, get it up, and then run back, maybe through a hit and a half. Then they have to deal with the bridge again there, though, too, is the thing. If they get, like, boomed and charged, that could be bad.
Yeah. I mean, the bridge used to be absolutely terrible, and, like, it was notorious for people dying. Now, it's like, you kind of have to be unaware and let your teammate get jockeyed off. Serenity's hits are kind of not really coordinated at all right now. Hunter went in, just died, the jockey's half HP, and Charger can't even get a spawn.
Jockey's dead.
Jockey's dead. This Charger is really hopeful for this spawn that I just don't really see him getting.
Yeah, Hib is playing back there.
Oh, he
actually got it, but he whiffs the charge onto Hib, and the spit's gonna miss as well, so there's the shutdown that they wanted. Smoker Pull does go out onto Hib first, split second is going to get cleared. And as they move back, it looks as though they're gonna decide to actually abandon their position and start pushing this now because that Charger and Smoker both died.
See, now here comes the real turning point of this match. Does Hib's team die on this bridge because someone gets jockeyed off or charged off?
I mean, I think that's what everyone's looking for, and there is a jockey in the hands of Miro.
Yeah, they have a jockey, but, you know, a boomer spitter combo with, like, Hib's team is literally standing by the edge, like, just baiting, like, hey, jockey us off.
Well, we're gonna see if it happens. There's the boomer spawning up.
Oh.
Boomer gets popped.
The Hunter got stumbled off, too.
Down. Hunter goes in, manages to land the pounce, but that jockey's just waiting by the edge. The spit fell
He
through
spawned?
Oh, not gonna get it. There's the shutdown. But remember, if they actually AI this, they have to do that again.
Ammo here.
I feel like that's a risk Hib will take.
I feel like that's the risk that he's definitely gonna take. They're only... No, see, the thing is that, like, the more I see them going forward, the more I'm trying to reverse the feeling in my soul that you guys are right. Because they're getting so far forward, and then they're gonna go back through the entire map to AI that. Like, that's what they would need to do. The Charger's dead. They could fight it in so many other areas, like this open field out here. There's some train cars. I don't know, Purple. I think they're gonna stay forward.
Yeah, Dawkins is right. There's a hittable here, and Hib, being the technical genius he is, should know this.
Well, let's see. Oh my god.
They are starting their trek backwards.
Taking the hands of Dane. Now the question is, how far back are they going to go? And the question's answer might be all the way. Oh my god.
Yep.
They're not. They're totally not. That tank's in frickin' Siberia at this point.
Okay. Whoever Nick is just kind of gave away their strat. They have to fight it here now.
Oh, goodness
Lucky Lock
gracious.
pausing, probably because they're like, guys, why did we not listen to the strat? Hib has 0 ammo. He said in team chat he has 8 out of 17, so he has no ammo.
Back to the bridge.
They were debating whether they should fight the tank here.
You know what else has ammo? Safe room.
Yes, the safe room does indeed have ammo.
What? He's going back. They're so indecisive, and Dane's gonna catch up to them. Jockey's gonna go onto his Azula. There's the ledge hang. Tank is in.
Dead.
Oh, he's dead. Oh shit.
Oh!
Oh no.
There is ammo right there. How did Hib not have that?
Oh no. It's just like. Oh, he didn't even get ammo yet, I don't think. Maybe he did. But Dane's tank going in. Charger's gonna get melted. There's the Smoker pull. Tank does get a punch. Hunter manages to land off a stumble. Hib's gonna get punched forward. Not gonna get pulled by that Smoker. Actually, you know what? He's trying to degrade and did manage to get it, but there was another death punch onto Lucky Lock. And this is a white purple, essentially. Hib and Han, the golden duo, are the last two who are up. And this tank should be able to kill them. Going back in, missing that punch on him, but there's the lockup onto Han, and Boomer's gonna land. Han goes flying off the side, and him is the last one up. The rock is going to miss. We were stuck in death cam for a second there. Poor Han, and there goes him.
If there was one way they could have thrown this match and their chance at winning, it was that. The fact that Hib said he had no ammo when there was an ammo pile right there with no spawns up when they were pushing to spawn the tank is outrageous.
Yeah, that is... I mean... Okay, 1,200 points? Over 1,200 points to deal with? They might still have a lead by the finale, but they blew it.
They blew it big time. They had 4 greens going into that tank, 4 sets of pills. I mean, they could have AI'd the tank if they had kept going back. It shouldn't have even been an issue with hit no ammo, because you just run back and take 1 hit, and then you grab ammo with the event stuff. Then a 100% would have been AI. Like, I don't know.
I'm not sure either, but I'm sure we're going to find out exactly if that's going to pay off or not in terms of now for Team Serenity's capitalization. Like, they could do the exact same thing, just AI, I think it's going to be Han's tank, and then just go all the way back.
I really don't see Serenity doing that. I see them 100% fighting it up
in that area
where he spawns.
At very least, then they could get more distance, like barring some kind of catastrophe. Like, they should be able to make the safe room with bonus, but they would be close enough then to where they could at least equal the distance points and probably get a little bit faster if they're in a bad shape in terms of health.
I mean, the health bonus on this map is like 1,700, and the distance is 800. They should, barring something stupid happening, be able to make the map so that's 800 points. They're only down 400 with no health bonus, and then that's, honestly, that's pretty easy tank. So I would expect at least like another 800 bonus. So they'll be up going into finale.
Should be, yeah, but again, we've seen some strange things happen in this game so far, and here's the bait coming out by Serenity. Smoker Pull did manage to land, doesn't quite get around the corner, but then the charge spit is going to go down on top of Thug Life right there for a pretty good amount of damage to open that up. And yeah, I mean, as you mentioned, that death jockey that went onto Azula is the way to die there, pretty much. Like, the death charge is also possible, but that jockey can be really quick, especially when your teammates aren't paying attention. And now at this point, like, on Serenity's side, as long as they play as carefully as they took that hit right there, they should be in good shape to do something pretty, like, pretty massive. If they win the game on the North American server, I don't know if that's going to be leading this to a best of 2 or not.
I don't think he'll give up. I think he'll play the EU server, because even when he was mathematically completely out of the Parish finale, he said, we're going to win this. So,
yeah. But that's like, yeah, I guess you're right, There's a 2-2 trying to come in right now. Jockey got melted, Hunter got melted, that Boomer got popped, and the Spitter just kind of went down on top of the car right there. The single boom on Thug isn't really even going to slow him down, and they are going to be approaching this event here with a hit just barely up.
If they have a jockey and a charger, they can kill someone. Right at this event. They have the charger. But I don't think they'll get the jockey. No. They're probably just gonna go for damage. That'd be my guess.
Yeah, and they should be able to get something here if they get the separation. There's no Spitter to maximize on that charge. It's a Boomer, Charger, Smoker, and a Hunter. And Serenity's going to start working their way forward to trigger the event. Dane is going to bait it, actually looks like. He hasn't actually hit it yet. And that Charger looks to want to come from between those two trains right there. But yeah, he still hasn't hit it. Charger's going to go, and they have the pull. Dane is not going to get charged.
That Boomer stumble. I mean, he still couldn't have charged him off, but he could have gotten more damage.
Still aware if you take the survivors and push them forward without like a hit, you can actually all slam E on the brake there on the end of the train and make it go faster. I've seen that happen.
I have not played this map enough and tried things like that to actually know if it works.
Yeah, and let's see right now, we do have that Hunter around there on the left. There's the jockey on the front. Hunter lands well, pretty nice coordination right there. But now that Smoker is trying to get away as the survivors are starting to push their way back to hold it out.
I mean, the HP they're sitting at now, I'd kind of expect them to have this going into the tank, barring a death jockey or death charge for whatever reason.
I don't really expect to see that happen again, honestly. Like, the first one was surprising enough.
Yeah, I don't really expect Serenity to do what Hib did and then hesitate and then die.
Hesitate and then die. Yeah, that's a bad idea, I would say. Spitter tried to get some kind of spit right there, but the rest of the hit really wasn't able to do a whole lot, and Serenity's in a good position. Like, as long as they, as you mentioned, don't completely botch the tank in the area that they were in, then if we see them take the lead, or even make it close, then this finale is gonna have to be like a, probably like a 2K point, like, chapter for everybody to keep it any close, but that's not the delta that you want going into that second game.
No, they have a 1300 health bonus right now. Obviously, they're not going to make safely with that. They're going to take a little more damage. Or
nice
a lot more here.
Yeah, that's a Spicker now on the Hunter as well, and that's still no clear on to Miro. That was a really long chop right there. So, Purple, I think you mentioned, I don't know if you know about this, but there is something called a Caster's Curse. As soon as you said 1300 point health bonus, that happened.
Yeah, it's like you say things expecting, like you're like, okay, you know, this map's no problem, don't make this map, and then the complete opposite happens.
That being said, they're still at over 1,000 points of health bonus right now, and like they have what, 3 sets of pills. Oh, I heard some
They're
crunch
set up
right
for
there.
this death charge. The
Yeah, they
charger,
are.
he's gonna charge diagonally forward, and if someone just gets caught there, they die.
The Hunter's trying to distract, not going to work. Boomer gets popped.
Okay, so now I'm back to scratching my head. Like,
Well, there's the pull, and the charge is gonna not be able to
no,
land
they
it.
went too early.
Yeah, and I think that Hunter, like, making that noise wasn't able to distract well enough. Like, he tried to, but then Serenity were able just to, like, pretty much focus down the SI one by one.
Yeah.
We're going to be joined here for a Russian stream on the other stream that's going to be Dope Boy, so anybody who wants to watch in Russian, feel free.
So now the question here is, does Hib's team's tank bring in the hittable? And do they do it well? Because they feel like you kind of have to have it if you want to even do anything with this tank.
Yeah, there's a pull charge attempt that's not going to land. Jockey does manage to land in a pull, now does go out onto a Miro in the front, almost sending him slow. But this tank should be up when the survivors start pushing, like, open into this field, because they're going to be in range of the hittable, and they might be ballsy enough to take it up there between those trees or something like that, but I feel like they're not going to go as far back as we saw, because as I mentioned before, even if they need to, they can push into an even more open area in front.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so the tank spawns pretty much right by the log up here. They're not going to try and run past him. If anything, they back up and go to the area by the little barrels.
Right.
Which it looks like they're doing.
I think so, but that
This
hittable
log is coming in fast.
Yeah, it is, and Han has the tank for Element of Surprise right now. It's a double boom right now on the survivors, and yeah, as you said, that hittable...
Are they doing... No.
No.
Please.
Yes, they are. They are. They are! They're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna go back. They're actually, you know what? It might just be grabbing ammo and then turning back around. I think that's what they want.
Yeah.
Well, the Smoker went in, didn't manage to land. Charter coming in from the back, not gonna
This
land
tank-
either. Oh no. Han is in a bad
They're gonna
spot.
push into him and kill him.
Yeah, he has to back up.
Or...
I don't know. He actually didn't take a whole lot of damage from that. He's on second pass though, and the survivors are gonna push into this area.
He has his log up here, so... He should be hitting his log right now. He does.
Well, he's not going for it.
Doing?
Han's going in, and he can't get these corners. Charter is way too early. Oh no. Boomer gets popped. Han gets a punch. And this was a very odd occurrence right here. There's a double punch Rock going in, not gonna land.
Rock is not even close.
But Purple, they're gonna make the safe room, I would say now.
They definitely should have the safe room here. I see, once again, that's something I don't understand. His log was right by him. He could have just spent 30% rage punching it in.
I mean, I saw what he was trying to go for in terms of, okay, I'll push him back in here, but that charger went really way too early. It seemed as though, like, whatever Serenity was doing just kind of discombobulate Element of Surprise right there. Smoker Pull going in, not going to land. Spitter, Jockey, and a Boomer for the next. Boomer spawns up, gets shut down, and these hits Purple are not what they need.
No.
Reloading.
Not at all. I mean, okay, so they have a 526 bonus. They're probably not going to make the safe room with that since they, you know, have to go through the indoors and someone's guaranteed to pretty much take damage from scratches. I think it's, barring a wipe, it'll be basically a tie game on this finale.
Alright, well, let's see here. There's one survivor slow, good amount of damage bonus still to harvest if you're the special infected, but they need to start getting, like, more coordination. There's still, is it still 200 more points to go in this map?
I do believe this is an 800 point map.
They still have some distance to go through, maybe like a quarter of the map left, and this is a good hit right here. Smoker's gonna spawn in the front, trying to land on the Rochelle, does manage to get it. Jockey going in the back, Charger
that's
lands.
not what they need though.
There's the double cap, yeah, that's gonna help out Element of Surprise, obviously, all on that damage bonus. That Jockey's still not clear on Dane, bringing him all the way back to the train tracks, and that definitely helps Element of Surprise's case, but right now, Purple, you don't want to be worried about potentially being behind on the home server at this point in the game.
Well, Hibs team is actually ahead now, because they have a 300 bonus, and even if they find a set of pills here, it won't matter. Now, obviously you don't want to be only ahead by 100 points. You kind of want to wipe them here. Well, this Witch? No, they'll just draw it.
Reloading.
Boomer got a single, Witch is getting aggroed. Miro was playing in the front, but the survivors have decided to go back to this locker room area and trying to weasel their way through those common. And there's a lot of SEP going on right now. I'm not exactly sure.
This whole game just has me questioning what people are doing and thinking.
I don't know. I mean, it's been moment after moment so far, and they're still trolling this Witch. There's another hit up now from a surprise. Here's the draw crown attempt by Miro. Pull got cleared in the front. Everything going on to Dane, and the Witch is going to glitch on the other side, getting killed by Miro. That was an odd sequence, Purple.
Yeah, I understand the Smoker going for Dane and the Jockey. I think the Hunter probably could have pounced in the room and gone for the guy who drew the Witch, but who knows, kind of chaotic.
And they still have 222 points of bonus at this very second. Charger's gonna go and get a nice double punch and then a charge onto Miro for the in cap in the corner. Spit down on top of that. Smoker Pull going out, going for the in cap onto Thug Life, and now really what they have to worry about in terms of Element and Surprise is getting down that health bonus on Hota, because the damage bonus is almost nil.
Yeah, they pretty much have a 0% damage bonus. All they have to do is pull charge Smoke or something on Hota, and then I'll get rid of the extra 100 points.
Well, distance alone is making this a lot closer than you might have expected. That Spitter is still alive too, so it's going to be a 2-2 now. Boomer, Hunter, and a Jockey. Everything going to be focusing Hota, but instead they're actually going for Thug Life from the back. They manage to get the Jockey onto Hota, but then Hota pops the Boomer, and that should be safe room for Serenity.
Yeah, it should be. So they'll be down, like, what, 300 points?
Something like that, yeah. There needs to be, like, some kind of cataclysmic finale right here for team, like, Element of Surprise. Like, they need to make the chopper and then kill Serenity somehow.
They have to make a safe room with at least 3 greens, which is doable. Easily doable. But then they need some miracle wipe on Danny's team.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen bad things happen in terms of, like, the hittable plays, maybe some kind of separation, that kind of stuff on the tank on Finale. But traditionally, that's one of the lowest damage tanks, I think, probably in the entire Left 4 Dead 2 echelon, because of the fact that, 1, the cards don't in-cap. 2, you have a huge open field with almost no spawns you can go back and fight it in. And then 3, you have the ability to kite it around everywhere you possibly could. So it has everything that really helps the survivors out, and not really a whole lot of help to the special infected, in my opinion.
No, I mean the only way you can even do damage to that tank and maybe get a wipe is if you bring in at least 2 cars. The cars are kind of there to you basically stun the survivor and then you can punch him and do more damage, because I think they do 25 damage.
Yeah, it's something like that, 24 or 25, like Parish finale. We are live right here. Last round of the first game between Element of Surprise and Team Serenity. Double boom going out right there. No Horde quite yet. And for those that don't know, this is indeed a similarly styled finale to the Parish, where you have those cards that don't, as we mentioned in cap, and also a gauntlet to run through of common infected and spawns and very loud planes that make it hard for me to hear anything. So this is where now the survivor play can really shine. Charter going in, gonna get shut down as Han pushes up on that bus. We have the Hunter going in as well, manually onto Han with a pounce spit. But that's not going to do a whole lot. Han got out of it pretty much unscathed. Yeah, so that's a good shutdown to start off from EOS.
So, I mean, let's see, 71. So this tank will spawn when they get to the first big truck past, well, the second big truck, I guess. Not the one on the left, but the one in the middle. And then they just run back. They should take pretty much no damage running back, barring something terrible happening, as always.
Right, I mean, that
like
doctor landing is good.
Oh,
Charter coming in from the back, Smoker got cleared, Charter gets leveled, nice play by Han. Yeah, I mean, if they keep doing that, that'll definitely help them out, but the terrible thing that you mentioned is, of course, the propensity to get hit as they run back through, and the tank is in the hands of the one and only Jota for Team Serenity, and he's going to immediately start pushing his way in. He's not going to hit those cards, though. I mean, if he plays with the 2 that are closest to them, that would probably be the best idea.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of seeing that. He's not really doing anything on the cars. Let's see if the SI can actually even do anything here to help him. The Hunter did land, but it's instantly cleared. See, now, Doc and his team did something really smart against the tank here. They sat 4 Uzis and literally just rifled the tank while he's trying to do anything. I don't think Hib's team has vodka, which is a big help. Well, they do have Uzis, so they can essentially shred this tank down to 4,000, if not lower. But looks like they're 2 people want to kind of do it.
I don't know. One survivor's in the back, or they're getting punched by a charger, and Hota still has a good amount of rage on his first pass. He has a car obviously right next to them here, and he's not hitting it in quite yet.
He's losing rage. If they run back right now, he's gonna go AI with no cars.
Well, they are gonna run back, and this is, oh boy. Oh no, but Han's getting him sight.
Okay. That was not worth it.
Oh,
Him
good lord.
probably pausing to discuss what they're gonna do. I would not be surprised.
DSN pause?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, okay. Hib asked us to tell a lie? Uh-oh. I don't, what is happening right now?
His dad was calling him. Did he just hang up on his dad? Not now, Dad. I'm playing Left 4 Dead 2 match. Clicked.
Oh goodness gracious! Absolutely no love lost between these 2 teams.
They are
If
gonna.
they're screwed.
Yeah.
Well, Purple, you mentioned one way to wipe was to get 2 cards in, and Hoda does actually have exactly that, and he's boxing them, and they're gonna be.
They're gonna run around this
rotate.
tent and push forward if they have to.
Yeah, and the tank is
Did
low
they not
on
see
second
the-
pass. What is this? Hip's gonna get hit by that car, and that's gonna be
That's
Phil Holtz's
actually
rage.
gonna work out.
Maybe, but he has another car, and SI support's coming in as well. There's
Smoker's
gonna shut
dead.
down the Smoker. Jockey and Hunter, another punch going on to him, and Holtz's gonna get not a multi. He almost got a multi in the corner, but he got a punch onto Han. Rock going in, missing onto him, turning back around, getting another punch onto Lucky Lock. Okay, all things considered, that was essentially a tie.
Yeah. Hib once again trying to throw. If that car actually in cap, they'd probably be dead. I don't really know. Like, you would assume that if you're running past that tent and you know he has a car on the left, you would be looking left, right? Be like, is he hitting a car? but him was kind of looking right. So, I don't know.
Being said, like, they could have done better with that.
Yes.
On Survivor side, for sure. Like, they got hit by the initial car, and then the punches went out. Hota spread the damage a little bit, and it was not bad, again, for the special infected either. Oh my god, they're backing up into this. There's the charge managing to land with a spit. I saw that
spit
coming.
actually missed.
Yeah, it did. I thought they were going to do that thing where, I think it was like Kekari's team or something like that. One time decided that it would be a good idea to just go to each one of these choke points, and then you stand still and the horde stops momentarily.
That was like Parish Finale once upon a time, where people would sit at the hole and claim that the horde lessened.
I think
so
it's the same. I think it actually works here.
Maybe it does. I don't think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I just remember that as a tidbit that I think a Snoopy told me. We do have that Hunter getting skeeted after that smoker gets cleared. Single boom does go out, but again, the survivors should be able to push through this right here.
The the single boom actually helps them here, because then it's one guy who literally can just pull out a melee weapon and hold W, M1.
Or an Uzi and M1 in this case.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
entire,
so now
like...
they're kind of getting hoarded here, so this is probably the one hit, aside from the very end, that could actually do damage. But
they got out of it.
Rochelle's mitigating this.
Yeah,
And
nice
gets the boomer pop.
Shady made a good play there, obviously, to get on top of that. And they shot the car for whatever reason. We do have that smoker pull in the back. Jockey looking to go in as well. Not going to land. Does get M2'd and taken out. And all the survivors is still fast. Lucky Lock's going to pop here, and this will be safe room for them. So they're going to make pretty much the quota of what we would expect on this finale. Again, though, it can be beaten.
It can be. This is what they should have made that 4 with, in all honesty.
Right.
So, you know, okay, Han completely separated but gets the skeet on Miro, so they're only basically going to have charges. Dusty would not like that. He claims pills don't give you any points.
I think that's not true.
I don't know. I've not tested it.
Me either. Smoker gets cleared, Charter gets melted. Spitter is still up on the other side of that tanker truck, but they are going to be able to get in. Just a jockey left, and obviously no ledge to throw somebody off of this time. Does manage to land onto Han for a bit of step in the front, but that's Element of Surprise, making the chopper once again. This is going to skyrocket their score. But if you notice, Serenity's been able to keep it extremely close so far, and now they're going to have the opportunity to do the same, unless some kind of insane tank wipe comes out. That's 4,622 points for Element of Surprise on the North American server here. And now the question is, Purple, it comes down to, can they actually make something out of the situation they're given with the way that this map is, with that tank, and then the ensuing hits?
Like Shady said, it should be 6k. Him saying it's okay. I mean, yeah. Once again, this map is always hit or miss. You either tend to do a lot of damage, or you do nothing at all. There's really no in-between, like, oh man, we kind of did damage, but they're only making it with like a 400 health bonus. Because as soon as someone gets permanently slow on this bridge with no pills, you basically die. And I'm not saying that's gonna happen to Serenity, but we'll see what this tank does.
The fact that they actually gave Hota sight enough to where he could get both the cars in.
This is the thing I've always said throughout the years. It is completely pointless for one person to shoot the tank and everyone else to be hiding or running away. Like, you accomplish absolutely nothing. Han probably got, I would say, 200 damage max from like 10 shots from a mile away with his shotgun. It's not the HR days where you can sit up front and literally obliterate the tank down to 3,000 HP before he's even near you.
Yeah, instead it's like, pretty much that chip that he's taking is more than worth the sight that he's getting off the one survivor who's not playing to the rest of his team.
Oh yeah, if you're the tank, you take that trade any day. You can sit there and work your cars in, instead of being pressured by 4 Uzis and not able to do anything.
Right. They're talking about something right now in terms of what Element of Surprise is planning.
They're probably talking about what they want to do with this tank and maybe the hit. I mean, I guess if you're Hib here, you hit once out of the safe room, then you save your spawns until tank spawns and try to hold them up in that area up front, and then just hope the horde and the cars are enough to kind of wipe them.
Right.
Which, wouldn't be too bad.
Well, let's see what happens here. Serenity on Survivor side. We are obviously still on the North American server. We'll be switching to a French server, I believe, right after this, directly following some kind of commercial break, I'm sure. But it's going to be a Charger, Smoker, Boomer, and a Hunter for Element of Surprise. And Serenity playing it slow, as they should with this. They're going to wait for that plane to crash, I think, and then they're going to take the first hit and probably go full pelt towards that next choke point.
Yeah, you can just SMD restart this plane. And it'll make no noise. But, to each their own.
Yeah, I was
Sound
going to say,
hacks.
that's purple sound hacks coming out instead. But one survivor is out right now. Miro going for the bait. Boomer's going to land. Smoker and Hunter both going for the same guy with a double charge in the safe room. Is going to start off a nice chain reaction right here. Smoker looking for an intercept as well. That's a good amount of damage onto Miro. Good start for sure from Team Element of Surprise. That could have been huge too, Purple, if that Charger got like a tri-charge.
Yeah, if the Hunter didn't even take the smoke target, that would have been massive.
Though, I mean, it's going to be like, alright, they're going to get through this choke here. They're probably going to take a hit for it, though, because they were a little slow to recover from that first hit. Spitter, Hunter, Charger, and a Boomer. But instead, actually, Serenity have already weaseled their way outside. Boomer comes in from the back. Nice double boom from that light pole. Charger's going to land, does get cleared. Pounce does land, but the spit is not quite there. But this is good damage so far.
Yeah, it's, kind of really all you can expect out of an open field hit and then the safe room hit. They're probably even going to have spawns right when this tank spawns, so if they can hit them in this area right when the tank spawns and even maybe hold them there, 'cause that tank spawn's kind of close. You get one, oh okay, it must be his tank. There's the only way he would do that if it's his tank, even though it's him.
It sounds like you're more trying to rationalize it to yourself, where it's like, there's no way he would do that unless it's his tank. Yeah, okay, good. Good. Everything hasn't quite fallen apart yet. It's been just anarchy, but it's not quite like complete collapse of society. Charge does manage to land.
They land the double boom.
Double boom. Jockey landing as well. He's close. And
These
those cars. Oh, he's got something here, I think. If he just doesn't get caught on his own cars. No. He could have gone for the other two up there, but all right. Well, now he's gonna have to knock those in from the side instead. He's still in pretty good position, I'd say, Purple.
Oh, he was until he landed all of his cards right in front of the fence. But there's so much horde coming in, they actually can't sit there and try to chip the tank. So now, okay, sack the Charger here.
Oh
maybe.
No, that's out.
Okay, that's out of play. That's in play, but in an absolutely terrible spot. And what? Oh my God. Hit please.
Hit plays, here we go. I am unsure about what I'm watching, but I think it's gonna work. He's not going for the hittables though, if you notice. Like, he's not going for the hittable play.
What?
I don't know what's happening, but he's gonna be in from the back. It's gonna be a Smoker, Hunter, and a Charger. He's hesitating a little bit, getting Uzi in that open field. 3 Uzis on him, and the help's gonna come in now. Smoker pull lands. Hunter's not gonna get it, but Tank does get the punch. Charger whips.
The double cap.
This is good. Nice double cap going out. Charger doesn't quite have a recharge. Him throwing a rock, landing it onto Miro, working his way in. Nice turnaround punch, and another punch. This is a great tank from him in that area. No hittables needed. That rock was off, but Purple, he did work.
Him probably, like, every girl watching this stream is probably like, oh, him. Like, oh man. That was a lot of damage.
That was beautiful for that area. And Miro, as you mentioned, is going to be slow in a second. Like, that's...
He's basically permanently slow. They didn't get any pills until the end of the map.
Right, and I mean, if they can get the similar kind of hits they could before, it would be great. Charger a little bit early right there, but Ellis did waste a clip. Charger backing out with 116 HP, and the Hunter's going to have to go in now, I guess. Boomer spawns up, gets a nice quad boom onto Serenity. Hunter's coming up at this point. Charger going for the ladder, does get taken out. Hunter is going to land on a coach, and the spit's going to miss as well. That was an odd sequence, but Nick actually fell behind and is going to have to limp his way back around. And it's also important to note that one survivor besides Nick is also in full bleed, and everybody else is bleeding out. They gotta start going fast, or they could be down by like 1K going into the next game.
You know, even though they have 3 fast right now, I think they're pretty much dead on this bridge. The horse is...
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
well now, this is happening too, where they
Oh,
got
yeah.
that jockey to land, and now Hota's almost gonna be slow.
Miro's permanently slow. The horde doesn't stop.
Oh, there you go. Oh, no,
Oh.
he missed the charge. Doesn't matter, the pull managed to complete. Spit goes down in front as well. And Purple, they're making almost no headway.
No, they're essentially still at the same distance. Well, they're getting points now. But, like I said, Miro's permanently slow. He's gonna go down. And they have to spend time picking him up. Hoda's permanently slow now. Dane's almost permanently slow. Like, once you get slow on this map, you just die.
Hammer got popped. I think if it had landed, it would have been a single, so this actually might help. Hunter, Jockey, and the Smoker for the next here from Team Element of Surprise. Hunter going in, not going to land. Skeet went out, double cap does land, and that's going to be Thug Life taking the brunt of that. But again, Miro is probably going to need to be down and picked up because he's that slow at this point, but they're not doing it. Common gets the punch onto him, though.
Yeah, see, this is a couple seconds delay. SI gets spawns. Oh, the Spitter's gonna delay. Miro's... I mean, he's gonna go down fast again now.
All of them are almost underneath like 25 HP at this point, and Thug is still bleeding out too, so he's gonna be down in that range. Boomer getting popped again, but doesn't matter due to the event horde. Charger is very, very chipped. Hunter gets taken out, and the Chargers actually go for the despawn, but again, these comments, Purple, when you're not fast, really start to tangle you up.
Yeah, with 4 greens you blitz through this map and you kill everything. With 4 slow people, you take an absurd amount of damage. Well, they did find a set of pills, but... I mean, 1 set of pills, I don't really know if that's gonna be enough.
Still making the distance, obviously. Miro took the pills, and there's another set of spawns in now. That Spitter's gonna get picked in front. Charger's gonna go, managing to land on the coach for the end cap, and the Smoker's still looking to help on that, but I feel as though at this point, despite the fact they have such little bonus and probably are going to die before the chopper, these distance points do matter, you know?
They do, in the grand scheme of things. I mean, here this team is probably rushing these at this point because
they also
want
have
to wipe them.
271 bonus still.
That's a little surprising.
Oh, the hit is going to come in right now. Survivors are hoarded.
Oh,
Charger goes on top of the car. Doesn't actually land anything, but now there's Spit on the ground on the in-cap Survivor and a single boom going out as well, so that's going to hurt the damage bonus, obviously, but because they still probably are going to get like maybe 100 or 200 points of bonus at the end here, like, again, that's not as far a delta as you'd like to see. And yeah, 2 pills as well is awesome.
Yeah, his team kind of wasted 2 attacks on the bridge where the Hunter just got skeeted while pouncing around doing nothing. Which you never want to do.
Right. I mean, they're starting to work their way towards the pills here. Spitter's pre-spawned once again. Smoker gets a pull onto Ellis right there. Dane is going to get the... Not actually getting the clear. Setting off the alarm card as well. Jockey gets M2 and shut down, but the scratches are going out. And that's going to force Serenity back in this area. And they're struggling so much to try to go in there and get anything. There's the charge onto Dane. It's going to get clear, but these common are still pouring in on them.
They gotta basically pray the common in cap someone here so they can get another hit and wipe them.
Well, their bonus is gone now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Ah, there's the in-cap.
Oh, there, yeah. See, there it is. Now, yeah, they should just get the extra last bit of distance.
There's a double boom, and it looks as though Miro's looking for that. There's a death onto Dane. Hunter's still pouncing around, and it's going to land. There's the double cap. And that's going to be another in-cap onto Miro over there. Hota is the last one up. There's the scratch, and that was really important. That was very, very important, because now they've gotten over 1,000-point lead. We're going to Europe, boys.
The next 30 minutes of our game. We're playing France. Our ping is 100 higher.
We're not going to Germany, hey, we're going to France.
Is Germany better for Americans?
I feel like France is better for Americans.
Someone told me, I forget, someone told me one was better than the other, but everyone plays on the wrong server.
Interesting.
Can't remember.
We're gonna see.
1,200 points. It, as Hibbs' team said, it realistically probably should have been a 3,000 point lead. Or close to it. They should have made map 4 with 1,000 bonus, if not more.
Well, the big problem, right, was, yes, map 1 was, like, pretty much a tie. And that's okay. But then map 2 was the point where Element of Surprise, like, that tank, if Hib had actually been able to get more damage on that, yes, agreed. They didn't let Serenity reach the safe room with any kind of bonus. But they could have also gotten the wipe for the distance points there. Map 3 and Map 4 is where things really went downhill, I would say, because Map 3, obviously Serenity wiped, but then Hib died, like, because he got separated and was black and white. Like, that's another thing. And then Map 4 is the biggie. The Death Jockey was the big thing.
You know, at the end of the day, EOS, I mean, they haven't played the away game yet, and I don't know how that's going to turn out. But if they lose by, you know, less than 1,000 points, they could have won this match.
And, I mean, okay, 1,200 points now, like, that's a non-negligible delta. But even when we saw Team Pubstars get, like, what, a 1,500 point lead on you guys in Swamp Fever or whatever, you guys brought them back to the United States and just blitzed them over with your green ping, you know? So it's one of those things where those leads really aren't safe, and that's why you're looking for, like, a 2K point lead going into any kind of, like away game, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, 2 to 3K is ideally what you're looking for these home away systems. If Hib's team could easily have that and maybe more, but you know, bad decisions, dumb plays, Hib strats, Hib calls, whatever you want to call it, I guess, kind of threw away any opportunity. And I mean, as I said, the match isn't over, but 1,200 points, and then you're going into a server where 2 of your players have 180 ping, basically. That's not ideal.
Hawkins, I absolutely love the splash screen that you're making.
Yes.
This is, I like it's BOT Hib versus Dane, but it's positioned to look like bot Hib versus Dane. If it was bot Dane versus Hib, it would be even better, but... And here come the sloths. Fantastic. Oh, that's a sloth. Okay, gotcha. Not bad, not bad. I mean, yeah, the paint is a good intermission, I would say. This was the commercial break that I was talking about earlier. So, okay, we're in France, and I'm gonna be interested to see if it's Han or the sub showing up for EOS. I heard from somewhere that the sub is supposed to be Simi, but I'm not entirely sure if that's still holding true or not, or if Han's actually going to be able to finish this out. Oh no, Purple, we got a lot to see still. Entire game in front of us. But yeah, as we wait for more people just to kind of join, let's see. Yeah, we need somebody to give Dawkins caster. I don't think that I have that here. I'm pretty sure someone here is an admin, I'm sure. Oh, Dawkins can do it? Okay. Hey, there we go. Nice. Also, I would also like to mention that someone's gonna have to set tank and wood spawns. I assume that the teams are aware of this.
I don't think Hib will let that slide.
I can scroll back and grab the percentages real fast.
Well, we've already done it for map 1.
Yeah, that's good. The teams are actually paying attention to that, because when they don't, then you're forced to kind of, like, walk back through and, like, you know, just comb over all that. And the thing is, this was a rather active chat, map 1, so...
Do you know who their sub is?
I said probably Simi. I don't know if you were here or not, but I heard that was
I
through
was
the grapevine.
not here, no.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I heard.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, the chat box is a minefield. Back in a second. We'll entertain the people.
Entertain Twitch chat. Kid is trying to meme me all day. Twitch chat should have a vote where they decide who's going to win this match, Hib or Dame. Nice, got the straw poll. Can we just load up 1,000 bot accounts and vote for him? Oh, Simi. Yeah, submit. Oh, sorry, Twitch chat. No Simi today. My boy Han is back in the game.
Alright, I'm back. Is it Han? Okay, it's Han. Han's still here.
Yes, Han is back. We put up a straw poll in chat to see who's going to win. EOS, Serenity, or Simi. And right now, Simi is winning.
Oh, alright, so Simi is going to win even though he hasn't even been involved in the game yet. I mean,
Yes.
Han still being here is good, but as soon as Mira Ray is up, we will take it live. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we are now at the second game of 2 EU server between Serenity and Element of Surprise. Same two rosters staying so far from what we saw in the first game. 1,200 point win for Element of Surprise on the Chicago American server. And now we are at the position where Serenity is going to need to reverse that field completely in order to win this game and stay alive in the winner's bracket. I am Rose Barlow, one of your tournament administrators. We are on Dawkins stream right here. I think it was like 4,600 to like 400 or something like that. But we are live right here. Smoker is going to go in for Team Serenity on the special infected side first, getting a pull onto Han up the side of that ridge. I am joined once again by the one and only Mr. Purple. How are you now, Purple? We're halfway through this.
Well, my brain's gonna explode from all these plays. and hopefully we see no more stupid plays.
Yes, for those who don't know, last game was indeed quite an adventure. And we actually have an Uzi drawing the switch. Purple, I'm not exactly sure if this is like on that list of things. If there had been spawns there, that would have been bad, but the Hib Uzi crown does not get punished by Serenity due to the fact that there were not spawns in position. Do a quick roster rundown once again. For Element Surprise from North America, it's Hib, aka Haxer Mode, Lucky Lock, Shady, and Han. Who do we have for Serenity, Purple?
We have Miro, Hoda, Thug Life, and Botdane.
Botdane, exactly. So, Element of Surprise right here on Survivor side first. They're playing with 2 oranges and 2 sort of red things, I would say. It's not like 200. They do have a charge spit, but the spit actually missed right here. They landed the cappers, but there was no capitalization due to the fact that spitter just flat out didn't land.
Yeah, I don't know who the spitter was, so I wasn't actually looking at my HUD at the time, but I mean, you'd kind of expect to land an easy spit like that.
Yeah, and I mean, playing with the lead that they've got, obviously Element of Surprise can feel okay about how that first game went, but again, there's always that huge amount of swing potential in a game like this, especially on Detour Ahead. Smoker going for a pull right there, not going to land, and he's going to probably be tank here. This tank is going to spawn when the survivors get close to the house. We saw them run it back in the first game. Let's see if they repeat that strategy. I assume they will, and the tank is in the hands of Dane for Team Serenity right now. And I believe this time the Special Infected are going to be aware and have a run back hit to contest Element of Surprise with.
Well, they had a run back hit last time, but they pre-spawned to SI, so Hib like, let's just run forward. No bait-a-roni this time. They are straight full running back.
Yeah, and that actually paid off for them. That boomer wasn't able to land, and the other pinner that was in queue wasn't able to land either. And the tank does have a car. I don't know where it just went. I'm assuming it's not in play anymore, so he's gonna be forced into a situation where he's gonna have to commit this, and he's gonna have a hunter, jockey, and a smoker for the safe room fight right here. Dane is gonna be in an interesting position now because we saw Miro's tank not able to do a whole lot when he dropped in from the side here, but Dane's actually kiting them by moving to the right first, and then he wants to jump in for a split, and they should go forward, but someone's still in the safe room. There's a huge split. Yeah, that's going to be a pull going out onto him. No clear coming in yet either. Hunter just scratching for the damage, but the other survivors are holding off the tank. Jockey is still looking to come in as well. Actually, Tank clears his own Hunter right there. Jockey dies. Tank is going to get another punch onto Lucky Lock, but that's going to be it. They need to go clear Shady, and that's not even an in-cap.
All in all, that worked out for Hib's team.
Oh no, yeah, it looked really bad to start, but then they weren't able to get anything to really build off it. You know what I mean? Like the tank kited the other ones, but I think there were 4 Uzis in that area, so they still had 3 Uzis just slamming into the tank's face. And then the other SI, the Hunter managed to land for a second, but again, the survivors were kiting him around. And the tank cleared that, and then the jockey got shut down, the tank got a couple more hits, and that was about it. Comparable damage aside from the fact that smoker pull was a little bit longer on this scenario instead of the one that we saw in the first game. We do have a hit coming in here right now. Hunter's gonna land. Charter does get obliterated though, and that smoker gets shut down. And here we see it, Purple. Like I said, both these teams on the other cast have experience playing with that high ping, and Hib's team is in a damn good position to make the safe room right here.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, the health bonus is kind of similar to what they had on the last server. Now I'm gonna go back to that tank there, and say the Hunter should have pounced Shady, and then the tank could have just sat there. I think they could have had stealing chat's ideas. No, that's exactly what I was thinking as soon as he got pulled. There was a Hunter sitting there.
Nice clear on that smoker though, self-clear by Hib. We did have a charge go out and then some spit damage. That could have been a lot worse had Hib actually been constricted right there. And then someone saying about a jockey, I'm not exactly sure what that was, but that hit was kind of treacherous due to the fact on the higher ping it's easier to eat things to the face and then get slammed by spit at the same time, but instead, they have maybe 1.5 more hits to contend with, and they still have pills to make everyone fast.
Twitch chat asking what happens if HCP loses to Hib. Apparently, according to Kiss, the world will implode. Who knows? I mean, they haven't won this game yet. They're looking good on map 1 so far, despite only having 1 green, 2 yellows, and a red.
I mean, to be fair though, we saw both teams finish with a similar health bonus
There's the crash.
Last game. We saw both teams make it. I think EOS was ahead by about 60 points. Both teams got just over 900, so like 920 to 980 or something. Why did your match get all the crashes? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know, guys. I mean, sometimes it's just like an issue where, you know what, I don't even think it was a server thing or that kind of stuff, but I've seen sometimes people crash while spawning, like on hard rain, and sometimes it just doesn't happen, sometimes it does.
Funny enough, during our first tank in our match, both myself and Dusty crashed right as we were clicking spawn.
Right. That's always good when your tank loses to
Oh
SI.
yeah, your guy crashed. Now the real question is Lucky Lock gonna be stuck?
Would delay them, obviously.
He's not moving.
Oh, he's stuck, so that means, like, stop clearing common. If he's stuck, you're like, no, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, but if they start moving forward, then it's definitely hurting the survivors more. There we go, he's unstuck. Okay, everything's good. We have confirmed that both sides are ready. Smoker, Boomer, Hunter, and a Charger, and death charge potential here, Purple.
Does Hib get saved by the Left 4 Dead 2 god himself?
Once again. Saw him almost get killed on the last server on this one of these spots pretty similar to this. Like, I think it was a little bit further up. And at this point, everyone's fast. They still have a lot of permanent health on Hib. So Hib is the target. Hunter pre-spawns in the bushes over there. Here we go, here we go. Boomer up top, Smoker up top, Charger, everything gonna rocket down top of them besides that Hunter. And this time they're hugging the wall.
They
which
are
I definitely
really,
think is the
oh
right...
my god.
What?
Hib says, let's go forward. The other guys know. Look
Oh
at
no,
him!
oh gosh. Well, the Hunter went in, and there's the Charger getting stuck on the wall. He's gonna angle it.
He did!
He
He
got
got
it.
him! Wow.
That's insane. I'm not exactly sure how that didn't get cleared, and I'm also more surprised that was Lucky Lock dying instead of Hib. But that is going to be a death charge, obviously. Still a pretty good amount of bonus, though, on Element of Surprise. Obviously, they did not want to get that, like, result, but they still make it with 772 points to start this off. Would have been a lot better had that Survivor not been clipped. The Charger jumped down and actually did that thing where you, like, grab the hitbox and go directly at, like, a 90-degree angle to the right.
You know, you could kind of almost just hear mumble in your head there, him going, let's run forward, and he's a mile away from his team. Then a guy gets pounced, the guy in the back gets smoked, and he's not there to do anything.
Bigger issue with that now is because that Survivor died in that way, like, that's one of those plays where it's just like, what? Like, that should not have happened. That was similar to what happened, I would say, maybe not as crushing because they were actually close to the safe room. They could have had a much larger bonus. And when you get down to situations like this where it's like, okay, you have a lead on Serenity, but now you're playing on their server with their green ping, you need to take every single opportunity you could get, if I'm not mistaken, just to try to win this game.
Yeah, that should have been a 900-point game, or first round for Hib's team there, but not much you can do at this point. You can't sit there and argue it, because the round's over. He died.
Yeah, exactly. He died. Now they got to try to move on once again. We are live here. Charger coming from the front. Smoker coming in as well. Boomer gets a nice single boom. Charger is going to actually land on the corner there. And there's a nice double cap from that Hunter and that Smoker. Quick clears, though, mostly coming out from Serenity to keep the damage under 20 total to start this off. And they should be able to get that witch right now with absolutely no problem. Right? Please?
Miro...
Oh, she is.
Okay.
She's doing some weird things, but she does get taken out by the team crown right there. Another hit for Element Surprise is going to be a Boomer, Hunter, Spitter, and a Charger. And the typical strat here, Purple, is there are a lot of spawns above the Survivors.
Yeah, you send like 2 from the right, 2 from the left, and just hope someone misses their shots, and then you cap them and spit on them.
Hunter's already pretty chipped.
Hib, just doing Hib things.
They're back.
He does land the DP. The Charger's
gonna land!
Oh my god.
Wow, that's going to be a good amount of damage onto Miro right there. That was looking really bad, but as you said, Hib things actually working out, and the Survivor actually moves into the corner over there who was boomed, and he's going to be a bit behind, as that Boomer is also up once again, and now the big plays come down to, okay, we know they're going to go back to the safe room. Can we get an effective run-back hit to maybe have the tank work as hittable wing? Because I think Donna was going to try to do that at the start, but if not, at the very least, keep that site, get what you want for the commit, and then play off that separation in the safe room area. That's the big question that Team Element Surprise is going to be looking to answer. Jockey coming in from the back, not landing quite yet. Charger does land, however, with that single boom. Jockey gets bounced around like a ping pong ball and eventually does die, and the Boomer got M2'd, but still, a pretty decent damage spread so far.
Yeah, you know, even though Serenity has green ping, they're still taking quite a bit of damage. I think they actually had a lower bonus than Hib's team going into this tank. As funny as that sounds.
It could be true, honestly. And now here is the tank in the hands of Lucky Lock. Smoker does get a delay pull for a second right there. Coach wanted the frag, but he didn't quite get it. And the Smoker might be able to get another delay pull as the Survivors are working their way through here. Charger is going to spawn up, going in, whiffing the charge, but does get some stumbles in the corner. I saw the thought process, and the Hunter is going to stay alive. I don't know how I feel about the 22 HP Smoker right now, though.
Does the fire actually... Okay, yeah, the fire does kill him fast enough. The tank could have just punched him. I don't know why they didn't do that, but whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so now the Survivors are going to get back to the safe room. Lucky Lock's going to get on the side of the ridge right there. He's going to walk his way up. And this Boomer is key.
Ooh. Yeah.
What?
Hib, like, they're going to have kind of a crappy setup. They have a Jockey, a Hunter, and a Boomer. The Jockey's probably going to get mouse dude. They got to hope the Hunter lands. And Hib really needs to land a boom here. Like, not just like a single boom, probably at least a double.
It's interesting. He's going for the same kind of split. There are those 4 Uzis chirping. Boomer
He gets
lands
the
a
boom.
single.
Oh.
Jockey's going for stumbles. That's a huge amount of sap. Oh my goodness. The tank is going to turn back around. Now the Hunter gets clear, but he should get out. He has 3.5k HP. Guard that person in front and get the hell out of dodge. And he's actually going to decide to turn around and throw a rock.
Cannot rock them there.
Rock's not going to land, but I think he's just delaying to get that jockey further away. And now is where he needs to make his grand escape. And indeed, he is going to get out. There's the in cap on the Thug Life. Charger in the spawn queue as well. Lucky Lock with about 1,500 health left. Going to miss that rock, but they need to guard this pickup or something. Charger's going to go in right now, and he's going to land the charge. There's
the rock
rock
landed too.
on to Dane, and this is turning into a nice situation for Element of Surprise.
Another rock
landing onto Dane. There's the pull going out. Jockey going in. Gonna get M2, but the rock is gonna miss Alice's face by an inch. Purple, this is a beautiful tank right now from Team Element of Surprise.
Serious sucks. Yes, indeed it does. This is a crappy. I mean, just land another rock on Thug. I mean, he can't do anything about that.
Oh, this boom.
Oh, the boomer.
Okay, rock landing
And
again.
another rock.
Oh my goodness, Serenity just getting pounded by Lucky Lock's tank right now. Charger's gonna spawn up on this tree. Looks like going for some kind of triple. They have one survivor slow. And the Hunter's in front getting shot in the face by Miro. I would maybe AI this now. Do you want to full hit?
Yeah. He won't get a spawn though if he does that, and then they won't get a spitter if they actually want a spitter. He probably should have dropped down earlier and started following them, because they still have to go through the house here.
Yeah,
you get a good hit here, the tank can run in and get punches. They're still pushing forward.
Indeed they are. Charger's not going to land that. Boomer does
They get a
land
nice double boom. I mean, okay, so the tank's AI now, but... no, he probably won't catch up.
No. This Charger's going to go for some kind of despawn as well. Honestly, for what that was a great tank from Element of Surprise, and the Charger with the despawn now might actually force him to a bad spot. They find pills, there should be another hit coming soon, and AI Tank is still throwing rocks, making enough of a distraction to bring the survivors back to open up to another hit here. It's a comparable bonus right now, Purple.
Yeah, the difference being there's 4 survivors for Dame's team right now, instead of 3 for his team when they walked in the safe room. If they can... I mean, I don't think they should honestly go for a death charge here. They should just do damage.
They can get like some kind of boom to open it up and then maybe go for a 3 cap instead of the death charge. That would be optimal. And right now the bonuses are almost the same. As you mentioned, it was just the death that really did it. Serenity in not so good shape on Survivor right now either. And it looks like SI are going to be patient about it and wait for them to get a little bit closer. And they are also bleeding out. There's the boomer spawning up.
A little premature.
A little, yeah, but looks like they're going to decide to hit on anyway.
What?
There's the pounce going in and landing to open it up. And here comes the boomer and the charger and the jockey, but this boomer stumbled the charger.
That's unfortunate.
Well, the first round bonus was higher than Serenity's, but I think Serenity are still going to have the lead due to the distance points. It's going to be very close.
They should? What's their health? 280? They'll have it by like 8 points.
Well, there is another hit that's going to throw itself in here, though.
Okay,
This is
they might not have the lead.
Yeah, not quite over yet.
All they have to do is like 1 tick of damage on any of the dudes in the back. They need to go like now, though.
There's not a tick yet, but then the jockey's going to land onto Dane and drag him into spit. That's almost an in-cap actually going out. There's a boom landing as well, and this should be Element of Surprise leading, I think, going into map 2. Indeed they are. Alright, so Hib has got the lead on the European server. And this is now, okay, down to 4 maps. A lot can still change right here. Yeah, someone on the US type easy or something like that. That would definitely help, but this is going to be... so it's over 1,200 points now, obviously, for Team EOS, and they are on their way, but they need to play map 2. I mean, map 2 before for them was kind of a trade, because the tank should have done a lot more damage, and I feel since it's going to be the same tank spawn, like 30-some%, they need to just play a survivor round where they make the distance of this map and then turn around and use whatever coordination they've got on SI to punish Serenity. If they can do that and get the full distance points right here, they will be in good shape.
Yeah, pretty much. This comes down to, does Serenity's tank make the proper decision making? Does he go for the guy right in front of him instead of running across the whole room to punch some other guy? I mean, you're pretty much guaranteed to have Hib's team take it in the little restaurant or whatever you want to call this thing at the start of the map. unless the tank for whatever reason brings in no hittables, then they're just gonna run circles outside. But Serenity really needs a wipe. They let him get. I mean, they're okay. So they're guaranteed like what, 300 distance here before tank spawns. 200, 300.
Is it? No, it's gonna be like, isn't it like 30%? So they get like right outside that fence.
Is it really?
I thought so. I'm not. I might not be.
I thought it was a
correct
little bit
about that.
further, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But the map. Okay, is the map worth 600? Let's see. Yeah, so the map's worth 600, and there's a 1200 bonus for it. I mean, the inside tank is not a wipe unless he gets the early corner. So, yeah, it basically depends on this tank making a smart choice.
Let's see what they're able to do with it. Serenity on the special infected, saying the hit in right now. Charter's gonna land. Nice double cap in the spit right there onto Ellis and Coach, and a little bit on Nick as well. That's gonna help because, as you mentioned, that area is so dependent on either getting an early corner or the tank landing his punches. Now all these survivors are gonna be 4 punches at this point.
Yeah. Let's see, what's Hib? Hib's at 90. Yeah, okay, so Hib's 4 punches as well. If he was at 96, then he could literally just run in the tank's face on purpose after shooting him and bait him to punch him the whole time. Because he'd be 5 punches, and the tank would literally be almost dead by the time he down. Okay, so they almost got 200 points.
Right. Boomer gets popped, tank in the hands of Thug Life for Team Serenity. Charter, Smoker, and a Jockey still kind of waiting here. Charter was trying to get a spawn behind that tree, but did get proxy blocked. Smoker gets shut down. Charter goes a nice level by Hib right there onto Hota. And now this tank is going to try to whack some cards in their general direction. And they're actually playing a little bit of chip on him to start. Van going in. Not in a very good spot, but that could actually slide right onto somebody's face. And they are still clearing Horde. They're playing the chip game, and the aggression from Element of Surprise I actually really like.
I think this is smart. That Van is such a slow hittable that it's not going to hit you from a mile away, unless you're bad. But,
yeah, you know, he cannot rock that off, I don't think. I think it's that heavy.
Okay, so they have a Boomer, Smoker, Hunter here. Is that yeah, Hib.
Is that the, yeah? Do you have to ask?
No, I just kind of see the survivor, and I hit tab, and I'm like, who is this?
This is non-negligible shit. He's almost down 1K.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah,
and the SI did nothing.
Okay, now Serenity is pausing.
Serenity with the strat pause.
Yeah, I mean, this is a dangerous situation, because if they take that tank inside and he only has 5K, like, that's literally a 6 easier to not get early cornered, because that tank is going to have that much less time to do anything before they start saying support.
With a Hunter Smoker, which Smoker's probably going to get cleared right away, same with the Hunter. The Boomer needs to do something, like, outstanding here, like a triple or a quad boom. I don't think even a double really cut it, because they got a double last time and it didn't cut it. Now that Danny's tank is out of the way, EOS can win.
Now that EOS can win. Well, yeah, I think Thug knows that he took a lot of ship there, and he's still eating a little bit of it from Han, but again, it's getting down close to that 1K mark. They're gonna go inside. They're just gonna go inside at this point. Right? No? Maybe not?
Maybe? I mean, he still doesn't have a hittable, and
well,
Van is sitting in a spot where he has to, okay, he's literally making it worse.
Yeah, that's the thing. I said you can't rock that down because that hittable is too heavy. Like, there's too much on it. He can go for the cop car in the back, but he'd have to traverse a lot of distance. Now he's under 5K. What is going on?
There is some mixed decision making. Like, Hib doesn't know what he wants to do, and so Danny's team doesn't know how to react to it.
Well, they got a single boom, which helps their case a little, and Thug's going for this hittable now. But that's not... Oh, that's a bad spot.
That's a terrible spot. They can play it outside now.
Well, okay. He's going to rotate, right? He's going to try to hit the hittable over the bus. Yeah, he's still first pass. That hittable is so hard to deal with, and he's getting railed in the face right now. That hittable is not going to act like a regular hittable. You cannot get that up as you would a car.
No, it's...
Oh,
Rochelle,
dear
please
God.
Drop down.
Now they should go inside.
Now you go inside.
Now they should go inside.
Now
yeah,
you go inside.
Go inside. Just go inside. There we go. And then, dude, that takes under 4K on an inside commit.
They do have a good tri-cap, though. Well, no, they have a smoker. Okay, I lied. He's 20% second pals.
Wow, yeah. And
what is the smoker doing
now? And
what is
Rochelle gonna rotate out? gonna rotate outside. There's the clear. Charge is gonna land in the window. Here comes the hittable.
That
The
tank's
charge
dead
is
though.
on him. Oh boy, there's a stumble going out. Tank trying to hit the gas station can thing. Oh, that was almost a hit. There's
Whoa.
a dead tank. One down onto him. That's all they're gonna get.
Please.
Please.
Come on
You
now.
sound exasperated there, Purple. Why's that?
What do you want?
That was like, okay, that worked because Serenity had no idea what to do. They're like, where are these guys going? What are they doing? I think that's the beauty of playing with Hib. Not even Hib knows what he's doing, so the other team can't really counter him.
But yo, I mean, having like Lucky Lock push outside there, I completely agree with that call. Because otherwise, right, you're gonna be staying inside. Okay, you let this tank go in, but then if you push out into its face with somebody who can clear that tongue, you completely just change the fight to your direction. There's a pound spit going out along with a jockey, but the spit really didn't even land. That's an essential shutdown, Purple, and the aggression, the chip, and then the transitioning from Hib's team really made that for them. And it's also hard to shut down spawns close to the high ping. Dawkins is right, so I really like that call by Lucky Lock.
It was a gamble, and it worked out for them. They did not have a boomer. The smoker got instantly cleared and killed. High risk, high reward, yeah.
Look out!
But you know, funny enough, it was Hib who got caught inside, not his
Oh, yeah.
teammates.
This is true. But yeah, that's what I mean, like Lucky Lock initiated that aggression instead. But we have a Hunter, Charger, Jockey, and a Boomer right here for this next hit. Survivor's still clear in common. They're in a great spot. Boomer's gonna spawn up on the side, and that's a crash.
Yes, it was. I was like, what is he doing? He's just sitting there. You know, we've been, I guess, kind of biased towards Hib's side, but he's been doing things that have honestly, he's been outplaying Serenity. That, what they did for this tank, I honestly think he outplayed Serenity with it. It's gonna be kind of hard to match that, honestly. With
The
like,
decision, though, like, to stay outside with the one hittable, as you mentioned, he didn't have a hittable in that space for the longest time. And he ate an ass ton of chip for it. Like, he was under 5k, and then at that point, it's like, alright, we're gonna have to commit in the room with this, and it's not gonna be what we want. So again, the Survivors, they took control of the tank fight, and as you mentioned, they straight out played it.
the difference between this server and last server, where I think Hoda had the tank, is he brought in one of the cars, which is a lot easier to manage, and it zones them from being able to do what they did. You know, I don't know. I think Hib's team should wait this whole event out. They have
It
the
doesn't
health.
stop, does it?
It does stop.
Oh, it does?
It does indeed stop.
It's just not 120 common. Well, this jockey's trying to go for Hib, who's up top right now. Hunter lands on him, but the rest of this attack was not ready to go in.
Yeah, Hib was blocking the charger spawn in the back. Danny really wanted to get that back spawn, and he would have had a triple charge probably, but now he's forced to go for a YOLO charge by himself.
And the Spitter's
instantly
nowhere
cleared.
close.
Spitter's not close. They just pass Hib pills.
That's
and
the
pops.
event. And we have a pause from Serenity again.
You know, this, funny enough, I think they're pausing because someone is probably getting mad in Mumble.
Could be.
Dane told me they paused when they were playing our team because MC got mad in Mumble or something after Thug Life's tank went AI and we made the map with like 2,000 points.
2,000 points. Yo, that's a non-healthy amount of health bonus right there. Like,
Nah.
it gets to the point where it's just kind of ridiculous. But this hits down, the spawns are staggered as hell, and the Survivors are gonna push through right now. If they give Hib pills, just keep feeding Hib, and then like pushing. And that Hunter is standing still as well. I don't think he was crashing, but you can never be too sure on this map. And now the question is, okay, make the safe play, go to the right, turn off the alarm. Boomer spawns up, gets a nice double boom. There is some separation. What? Oh,
I
God.
thought they were gonna draw the witch through the fence.
Jockey lands, does get cleared. Hunter comes in, Charter
Oh.
lands, but there's a speed on that Hunter. Charter got a slam onto
That was good
Lucky
damage.
Lock. It was, yeah, that was worse. And now, I mean, with that hit down, they should be able to get the Witch, and I think that's exactly what Han and Hib are going to do. Now, just as long as he doesn't fail the crown like he did last time, I think Han realizes this, and Han pulled the Witch before Hib could actually shoot it. But yeah, so now they're going to move back to the left, and they're going to go turn off the alarm, because they know the common doesn't stop otherwise.
Yeah, it stops. It seems to instantly stop when you hit the button. Whereas if you sit and wait it out, because you can actually wait this out. I've seen people do it. Sit it on the truck
Well,
back
they didn't
there,
hit
and
the
the
button.
alarm will stop.
They just ran over there and then ran the other way, and now they're hoarded. Now they're going back.
Reloading.
Hib is outstratting himself.
Jockey got shut down.
They're like sitting mumbled. Let's go forward. No, let's go back. Let's hit the button. No, let's sit here.
I don't think the Horde's dead.
This is not.
Okay.
Never mind.
No. Yeah.
Well, okay, so they're gonna reach this, like, choke here, and, like, it's gonna be a spitter, a smoker, and a hunter.
Was that witch in a different spot?
No. It was the same spot.
Okay. Oh yeah. Never mind. They just Serenity died further up ahead. That's what happened.
Oh, okay, well, they got the top spawn blocked, like you mentioned, when you sit on top of that ladder.
Yeah.
And now they should be able to funnel 3 people in, and then Hib can just run inside. There's 2 inside, 2 out.
That's kind of the idea,
That's what they're
and they made it.
Oh,
the
they
Charger
worked!
missed.
The Charger did miss. They set off the alarm card for more Horde. Hunter's right in front, does get cleared. That was a great take of that choke, yo.
That was a very good take.
Now that smoker gets a pull, not a whole lot going out. Yeah, I had to say that because that's nice. Charger goes in, manages to land a double charge, not a triple. And that's element of surprise, actually making the safe room with a nice amount of health bonus, bringing their total score to, let's see, 1,700 points from the away server.
Serenity has to deal with this tank really well. They can't take anything more than a single end cap on it.
Being informed by Kissme that the loser of this game goes on to play Silencio Jockeys in the lower bracket, and the winner obviously plays against HCP in 2 weeks' time.
Yes, that sounds about right. So Prodigy Sim, I guess, won his match at 3:30 today?
Yes, he did. So for those wondering, the Kazoo Kids did indeed lose to the Silencio Jockeys, and Silencio has moved on in the lower bracket. Upper bracket is pretty much what we're trying to decide right now. And 1,700 points on the away server, that's a nice start from Element of Surprise. You know, Purple, I think they actually had the same amount of health bonus on this map as they did on their home server.
You know, it's funny. They're pretty much playing at the same level they did with green pings, as stupid as that seems. And Serenity's playing worse.
So far, yeah.
I mean, this map is not over. They have not done anything in the map so far, but map 1, they played quite a bit worse than they did on the away server.
Jockey's getting
kind of
destroyed.
sacking here.
Smoker spawns in front, looking for something. Charter's gonna go in, is gonna get melted, but there's the spit down onto almost nothing, I would say. And I mean, that almost worked. If that charge had landed, that would have been good, but it was a lightning quick clear from the other survivors in the safe room. Something to note though, okay, they're gonna have a tank in this, like, probably the safe room area, and this is where the ping might help out Hib's team just a little bit.
Yeah, it depends on who gets the tank. His alarms might be longer than Serenity expects. I doubt. Oh, it's Hib? Ooh.
Ooh.
Hib gets a second shot at this tank.
Yeah, coming in right now. Jockey's gonna go not land on anything. She doesn't have to land on a coach. Boomer coming from the back, gets the tri-boom. Smoker is still up as well. And let's see, because they are gonna spawn the tank with this horde still trickling in the back, and then they're gonna have to be forced to back up, and they are pausing once again.
I don't know what this pause is. I mean, do you get mad over him saying strat time? And it very well may be strat time for Serenity.
JK, smiley face.
Kitty porn lover DDoSing me. Okay, so Danny says someone's DDoSing him or something? His ping is still green on my HUD, but...
But it's not 5.
It's not 5. Donald Trump disconnect.
Pauses for strat time, makes fun of other team for pausing for strat time. Dawkins isn't wrong. Alright, infected already. And so what is the strat here, Purple? Do you just go back in to the safe room like this, or do you try to play outside?
Well, it's entirely dependent on this tank not screwing up like Thug Life did, and I feel like no one on his team even told him what to do with that. You bring the car in, you hit that over, you get it in play, and then you mess with the van. Because, as you said, that van is very heavy, you can't really hit it up. It doesn't really do much of anything. You really need that other car in, otherwise they can just sit there and shoot you for 2,000 damage before you even get in. So, I mean, since Hib did it to them, I don't think they'll make the same mistake. And if it is indeed Hib's tank, then I think he'll bring in the car. Serenity, I doubt they'll do what Hib's team did and try to jump outside and fight the tank by the gas station stuff.
I mean, that, like I said, the way that Serenity played it on Special Infected was, like, questionable at best. It didn't necessarily seem like they, like, had a concrete idea of what to do there, as you mentioned. You know what I mean? Like, and the way that Thug was trying to work that hittable in, like, I can't reference enough, exactly, for those who don't know, how heavy that white van is. Like, you really can't helicopter it, even.
No. Hib's ball is just gonna... Okay. Interesting troll names.
Getting to that point in the cast.
I mean, Hib's team is winning by a decent margin versus Serenity. People are gonna start memeing harder than before.
Han just left as well. And then Lucky Lock flipped the coin.
Maybe this is Han having to leave. It'd be unfortunate, because if this completely changes the flow of the match...
We'll see. I mean, Han having to go could be, you know, as you mentioned, that kind of turning point. And I will be interested to see exactly who they bring in as the sub. It's supposed to be Simi, but I think both sides are going live.
Does Hib's team not realize that Han left? Do I say something? Okay, there we go.
Oh,
well,
no,
he's stuck anyways.
That's because he was stuck. You delayed the game enough. Han had to go. But yeah, the problem was this was supposed to start at, what was it? 1 o'clock p.m. No. No.
This is supposed to start at 1 EST.
1
or,
EST?
No, 3 EST. It is currently 6. So it's been 3 hours. They've played a map and one... They played a whole server in one map. This is unfortunate for Hib's team, depending on the quality of ringer they get, because Ton was playing pretty decently.
Yeah, Dawkins is right.
Yeah.
You can't wait for the dumb excuses to flow in right here. And now, of course, because nobody has admin on this server, I can't gag these two. Which I would do at this point, but...
There we go.
Thank you. Probably Sir watching or something like that. An extended gag for 30 minutes. Not bad, not bad. We're getting to that stage. I think that was effective because just told him to pretty much shut up. You're right, nobody would be able to tell each other what's going on. It would just be us sitting here in perpetual insanity. Hota's at that point where it's just like, yo, guys, we've been here for, like, part of 3 hours and not halfway done this game yet. But it's important, obviously, because, like, right now, with the way things are before this momentum shift that occurs, it's, like, it's EOS is, like, best of 2 to lose right now.
Just ban Hib. It is, yeah.
Did you draw?
Should hand draw the American flag since tomorrow's 4th of July.
He's doing it. That's what we're down to. Yeah, we'll scream. Now for a soothing painting by Dawkins in order to get through this pause. So I like those flag graphics that you put up there, Dawkins. You have one for the American team with the American flag, and then a representative flag from our fellow players in Europe as well.
I don't even want to look at what Miro posted. Super coming in, by the way. Is that real? No, Tool is actually here, so it looks like Tool's coming in.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Yo, that's awesome.
So they are going to be able to play with their normal roster, and I'd say
Oh, damn.
Tool's, I would say, on par with what Han was doing today.
Yeah, Tool's coming. All right then, so they don't even need a sub, and that means the EOS sub.
EOS sub Supra has fully loaded. Connected, disconnected. Yeah, nice try, Supra.
Tool in place of Han, that's what's coming in. Kiss me calling it, kiss me saying Serenity's about to lose in Dawkins' chat.
That's an upgrade? Eh, maybe. We'll see.
Intel graphics. Yeah,
Oh,
I remember.
Look at Bravo in chat. Telling Danny, that's an upgrade, son. Step your shit up. And Danny goes offline. Okay. I mean, that's kind of a good situation to come in. You show up, team goes, yo, we need you to sub for the match. You go, alright, what's going on? Well, we won our server at 1,200 points. We're currently up on their away server. We have 1,700 points to their 849. You go, oh, sweet, you know.
Don't be upset because Hector's giving it to you. Oh god, Osa! No, we are not going to that level.
If you choose to like 15-year-olds, that's your own thing.
Prerogative.
But, you know, keep it to yourself, I guess. 16 is actually not legal in some parts of this USA, so I think
They're in Europe. I mean, and
Right.
the legal age for everything over there, like the drinking age in some countries is like what, like 15, 16?
Yeah, but they can't drive till they're like, what, 18?
Makes sense.
Not older?
Impulsive wants me to Steam broadcast the in-game Twitch chat, or not Twitch chat, but it's the cross-team chat. And I refuse to do that. How can you get a voice like I have? Uh-oh, Donnie left. He's back.
He crashed, but he relaunched.
Tool left as
probably
well.
crashed.
Tool needs to download the map.
See, now this is like my match versus Dawkins all over again. People just crashing, game is paused, people are gonna get stuck, can't move.
Well, you know, the other thing is, looking back in time a little bit, Watch Left 4 Dead was where they used this map in the semifinals of the entire tournament. I think you were in that game, weren't you?
I don't even remember.
Because you were playing with Hib in that tournament. You were playing with...
We lost to Fig's team because Hib got death pulled, Hib got death charged.
Remember, who was on the other team? Tool was on the other team.
It was Fig, Tool...
Remix and Xeon.
Remix and Xeon, yeah.
Actually, I think Dusty might have subbed for them that game.
I don't really remember. It was a while ago. I remember Fig and Remix, but...
But, like, that's interesting, because I remember this was used in that tournament. That's also where we had the situation with Dynasty versus Velvet Room, where the server crashed. As Velvet Room were about to get on the chopper in the finale, and they had to tabulate the points by hand to see if they would have won.
Yeah. Oh, this is not good. Danae's getting the issue Bravo had. Tailbait disconnected.
Yeah, it was used really well, I think, because I remember it was used in the group stages of Watch Left 4 Dead, or the Swiss stages, rather, and then it was brought in for the playoffs as well, and it worked really well as a competitive map. I don't know what Miro is doing right now, but Dawkins, draw another flag. Seriously, do not look at this chat. It is unholy.
This has been, well, see, Tool can't even connect. He keeps getting DC'd. Miro, I guess, can't read chat because he says we're ready, but what's it matter? Tool can't even connect.
Here we go, boys. Just toggling his keybinds over and over and over, and then you get kicked for command spamming.
Oh boy,
That's on
here.
you for delay. Ooh, Lucky Lock coming out with the that's on you for delaying and pausing so much. Boom!
Oh man, here we go. Round 2 of let me verbally abuse the other team in all chat. Or not. They're not taking the bait.
Ready, dog? I don't know if I'm ready. Yeah, that's what I thought. He has the wrong version of the map. And then Donna disconnected again. We want the nice skyboxes as well. It looks terrific. If you guys didn't delay a lot, we could have finished this a while back, XD, coming out from Hib. See, Purple, this is part of the game that's either... There are two very distinct opinions, right, where it comes to in terms of banter. One of them is that it adds to the, like, you know, okay, it's what competitive Left 4 Dead is. And then the other one is that, you know, stuff like this shouldn't happen because it's unprofessional, quote unquote. And I land somewhere in the middle. Where I think some is fine, and some of it is just people who have, like, I don't know, these ideas of, you know, internet ego and that kind of stuff, and sometimes they need to express themselves in that kind of way. But when it gets annoying, that's when I like having the ability to gag people.
Going into the match, you sit down, you go, someone is bound to MM1, and then an argument will ensue, and then people will start trolling. Which is pretty much guaranteed.
Has the freaking Hib disease
oh,
thing
yeah,
pulled up.
The Hib disease. The Haemophilus influenza type A or whatever.
Asking why they delayed the match, what Lucky Lock's opinion is. Tool still can't join the server. What is life is the question coming out from Lucky Lock. Listen, I did not say that I was going to sit here and spend 6 hours of my day casting and talking about Hib. I said I was going to max it at 4.
Well, so that means we have another hour.
We have another 50 minutes left.
50 minutes.
And after that, I have to go and get, like, replacement surgery on both my eyes and my throat for talking about this so much.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Because at this point, we have moved on. We've actually transcended Left 4 Dead 2, and the teams are talking about the meaning of life.
5 min or we get the victory. Don't really think it works that way. Admin word. I wasn't aware that you told Serenity they get the win in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch that one yet.
Lust entered
Hi, Lust.
Hib disease, Haemophilus influenzae type B. If you're reading this, it's probably because you heard about Hib and wonder what it is. The good news is, if you live in the United States, you were probably vaccinated against Hib infections when you were a baby. Here's more about Hib. What is Hib? Hib is short for Haemophilus influenzae type B. It
Thank you for that, Lust.
Yes. You'll win us anyway. Okay. Hota?
I don't know if Hota is, like, attempting to spur on Lucky Lock saying 5 more minutes before something happens.
This is one gigantic meme right now.
Just call Simi already, someone's saying.
Oh man.
Simmy's here.
Oh,
They
our
actually
Lord
did
and
it.
Savior.
All right, well, Simmy is here, and it looks as though we are going to be taking this live. Indeed, they got Simmy, folks. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. All life on Earth is saved, according to Lucky Lock. So, all right, Simmy is going to be ringing for Element of Surprise, probably at least until Tool can figure himself out. And then after that happens, we'll see what happens. Simmy will be ringing in right here. We are live,
Simmy
and
is
now,
on the wrong team.
Tool got in. Simmy's on the wrong team. Donnie's on the wrong team, and Tool has joined the server.
Well, rest in peace, Simmy, yet again. Baited as always.
The solution disconnected. Simmy disconnected. Alright guys, I have no idea how we got to this, but hey, Tool's here, everything is probably okay. Jockey, Smoker, Spitter, and a Charger next. They are oozing the heck out of that Smoker, and I think it might actually be Hib's tank once again.
Yes, I think so.
Remember to remove the gag, that's good. And yes, Hib has the chance at a redemption tank from what happened on the first game. Charter Spitter spawning up right there. Charter does not land onto Coach. Jockey going in, trying to get whatever he can, actually tying up Rochelle for a second. So Hib's going to work in his car, and that was the big thing, Purple. It seemed like an eon ago. But when Thug Life committed that tank, he only had that white van to work with.
Yeah, it felt like 10 years ago when that happened. See Hib doing the same mistake here. He's taking damage. I mean, less damage, obviously, but like, why? There's no reason.
He's about to get drilled, I would say. He's working on that hittable, and it is now in.
It's in play now.
He might commit before they even get inside, but they're gonna back up. They have a Charger, Boomer, and a Smoker. Boomer going in, landing the double boom, and the car. Oh no! No way! No way! No, just go!
What are
okay, well now he's in, and he's missing his
Oh,
first
he's making
punch.
the same
Turning
mistake.
back on
Oh, the
multi-punch
double.
landing though. He's got the corner on one side there. Charger landing as well. Hip's gonna get the in cap on to Holta, and then it's probably gonna look to Deacon.
Oh, I think he just died, Rails. Or maybe my mom died. You died for a second.
I died
what was
for a
Hib
second.
doing?
Well, the hip tank is dead. He got the in cap. That didn't go as like that much better as we were expecting, I would say.
He made the same mistake.
Reloading.
He ran down the hall again, took damage. He got the double punch. He should have kept punching Miro. The other guy was boomed.
Chat just lost it. Chat just absolutely lost it.
He had 1400 HP at the end. He could at least try to throw a rock.
I don't exactly know what that was, but the Charger's going to go in, almost landing the slide charge on the wall. Jockey's going to get M2 in the back after a Smoker pull, and this is going to be... That could be bad, Purple, for Team Element of Surprise.
Yeah. I mean, Serenity has a lot of HP. 3 greens, 4 sets of pills. I don't really see them dying unless they screw up the witch royally again. This area is really easy to shut down hits too. I mean, it's pretty much just, are they going to get multi-charged in the event or eat a multi-charge here again like they did last time?
Yeah, last time they got a string of hits in a row that were really, really beneficial for them to, like, eclipse that delta after the tank. They do have a hit trying to work its way in. That Boomer wants to spawn in the hill over there. And Hib was bad in bed, apparently, is another new meme. Boomer's going to spawn up, walking its way in, getting the boom onto Rochelle. That's the only thing that's going to land from this hit. They died in the right order, at least, and they're going to do work during the event now and/or get some kind of hit on that witch.
Yeah, they kind of need a miracle on this witch. Once again, Hib kind of choking with his tank. Not making good decisions. It's probably going to cost them the lead here. I don't really see Serenity getting steamrolled during this event. Yeah, see, they're going to wait it out.
That's actually the right call, I would say, but there is a hit coming in right now. Boomer spawns up, gets the single boom. Hota dancing with fire over there, but he managed to kite the Smoker song to start. Charger's going to go in for some kind of stumble and or distraction, but does also die. And they really haven't taken that much damage at all in this tank.
Rushing it now?
I think that's the right call, because they took the one hit there to get like as much distance as they could between that hit, and now they can probably get out of at least half the gauntlet before they deal with another hit. But that hit is coming up right now. Spitter, Jockey, Smoker, and a Boomer. So 2-2, not very good in this area unless you manage to land everything. Jockey's gonna spawn up, looking for something in the back, actually just dying.
Maybe Hib strategically sacking?
Swimmer's gonna go and, well, gets a proxy.
Saving for the witch? Hopefully, maybe?
Right now, they're at 823 health bonus, right? So, okay. They have 97% damage bonus, 52% health bonus, and then 3/4 of the pill bonus. There's a strong hit they have to contend with here, but if wait for the witch, they're going to give Serenity basically all this ground. I don't expect them to wait for it, but they might be forced to. This Charger wants a side spawn, doesn't have anything. The Charger can't spawn. Now the Charger manages to find its way in, lands the charge. Bitter wasn't in position.
Yeah, his spitter wasn't even ready at all. They
there's the
shot
witch
her
dog
through the
out.
fence?
Did they? And they're going to make her climb? Oh, okay.
Okay,
Well,
so they're actually not going to die in the witch this time.
I don't think so, yeah. It got a little bit close, but, I mean, Thug Life's still fastest coach. They still have a button to turn off, and this is going to definitely dent EOS's overall lead, I would say. It just really just depends on by how much.
Well, they still have to hit through the vents, which can do a crapload of damage.
It might not be by a whole lot, but Serenity's first goal is just getting back in control of this game. They're just going to chill over here now, and honestly, if they have, like, a charger for the last spawn here, they should just save it.
Yeah. They keep the smoker, keep the spitter, keep the charger.
Reloading.
What's their jockey?
Yeah.
It's kind of as good as you can hope for. Although the jockey will probably get mouse too.
That seems to be a trend. Same way with Hunters, obviously, but when those dead stops got removed, it definitely changed the flow of the game. Here, I mean, Hunter might be better, but if that jockey, drops on somebody who's outside, the thing is that that survivor is forced to crouch, the last survivor, to get through there, and there's not a whole lot that his team can do.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter who they hit here. They have 47% health bonus and 94 damage.
What in the...
Where is the spitter? She's
oh
dead.
My god.
He is gonna get chased down and killed.
Maybe not. What is this?
Can he despawn? He did despawn.
What was that? Alright, whatever. It was Azula. Him is pre-spawned in front. Spitter spawn. What is this? He's gonna do it again!
Please! Get it
He
in.
just despawned again!
He wants to spit on the guys in the back after one drops. They cap the guy up front and do damage.
I am losing my mind right now. I am legit just... Alright, there you go. There's the spit.
Okay, they did it.
That's
They
what they
spit on the
wanted.
guy.
And there's one guy separated in front. Charger's gonna go and just takes him. If he turns around, he would have been able to get that intercept, but instead it's a full down on the Hocha. And that was the damage bonus.
Yeah, that's a lot of the damage bonus.
Okay, that was odd.
Nice.
But they managed to only knock it down like another 100 points, so they're gonna make their way. Oh, if they could ever break that board. Guys, there we go. And now they do manage to make the safe room. It's gonna be 1972 to 1700, so still about a 1K point lead. Purple, that was one of the oddest chapters I think I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah, I don't know. Hib's team did well making it, and then he choked with the tank the second time in a row. Same tank, same bad decision making.
Yeah, now I mean this tank is what? 40. We actually saw Serenity just die to it because they didn't have the health on the other
Serenity
server.
did not have the health to actually fight this tank. This tank, I mean, Hib got hard, but they picked him up and then he split and died later. It's not a hard tank by any means, but who knows? So, Lucky Luck had map 1, I think?
Yeah, so it's gonna be either Tool or Azula.
Right.
And I mean that open area where you fight it with the semis can be a real problem for the survivors, but it really just depends on that hittable. Like we saw Hib get card and probably should have died. And then we saw, like, again, because Serenity were so screwed up, they managed to, like, just basically bum rush the tank in an area with, like, 3 or 4 hittables, which went as well as you expected to. And, like, what?
Well, I was just saying, you can't really expect more out of that.
Yeah. That's just what it is. And I mean, that was the right call, I guess, because they didn't have the health. But...
I mean, this map, even if you survive the tank and make it to the ladder, assuming you do the proper ladder hit, you're going to do massive amounts of damage to the survivors. Serenity, they need to make this map. They need to make it with health. They need to kill the tank without anyone getting completely destroyed.
Oh yeah, and that's the problem. Which wasn't 19. Well then. All right. Well, now that was it 19? I don't even remember.
I have no clue. I don't even remember there being a witch. Oh yeah, she was after the drop down on the truck.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So that looks about right.
Yeah.
And now you know what's happening. Hib is going back and checking the percentage. Not even kidding. He means you have to be a bit patient, and he loves you. Thank you, Hota. I appreciate the positive energy coming out.
I mean, all the pressure right now is on Serenity. They have to make this map. Because if they wipe on this map, they're essentially banking on maps 4 and 5 and nothing stupid happening.
Which wasn't 19, Hib didn't schedule with Miro, yeah. And... which subs on. Here comes Lucky Luck. Dawkins throwing out the shade there. You're already rated up. Good job. Let's move on. I agree. Alright, well, as soon as Shady raises up, we'll be able to take this live. And he calls him a silly sausage. That was much better than the other word that he used before. So we are live here. Serenity defending now a 272-point lead on their home server. Still have a ways to go before they actually start leading the series. Spitter, Charger, Jockey, and a Smoker. And like I said, Purple, you can go on that railing, then jump on the safe room to block the overhead spawns. But I haven't seen somebody actually do it yet. And we have a pause.
Are they going to dispute the witch spawn again?
I hope so.
'Cause I think it's still 19.
Dawkins is starting to feel the burn of... Oh, I see what it is. Lucky Lock's ping is awful.
Ooh.
Ping's really not good. Who is Visor? I don't know who Visor is. Y'all are such nice people. It's just, I don't even know what's going on. But
no idea.
like I said though, I mean, for all that's going on with this, it's just kind of adding to it where, like, again, Serenity has they're still playing from behind at this point, and Element of Surprise has played quite well on the away server, at least for the first 2 maps. Let's see. So yeah, that Spitter, Charger, Jockey, and Smoker. This happened on the other server,
They went for the
didn't it?
same play. This time the Jockey whiffed. I mean, I guess it's a theme with him. This match. Kappa.
Yeah, right. You go for the same play and then whiff something.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he's out now. There you go. Charger going manning the lane. There's a double cap. And the spin is going to spread all over Serenity. That's a great amount of damage. Spitter getting even more damage. And actually, we had Hota run into it.
Reloading.
That paid off.
That was an absurd amount of damage for something that should have only done like 20 to just Hoda. Even the guys in the safe room took damage.
Yeah, they got the double cap and spit. That's what you could really ask for there. Smoker's in the back. It looks as though there's a couple common delaying the survivors inside. Boomer lands a single boom. They have a charger. The charger is down below for God knows what reason. Does manage to land and gets a pound off it as well. And then the jockey lands
Look at their health.
Slow cleared. They're being melted purple.
They're like, I have no idea what they're doing, but they're getting destroyed by SI landing solo caps.
Reloading. Reloading here.
I mean, Thug Life is down to 55, Hoda 59, Miro 67. This is basically just like the other server. They're going to go into this tank where all of them have to pop their pills or risk going down immediately.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to have to go all the way through that and then jump back through the map. So this is not the start that Serenity won on this chapter at all. Smoker, Hunter, Spitter, and a Boomer coming in right now, looks like, from Element of Surprise. But again, Serenity taking in the open field. They're using a 3-1 setup at this point. Hunter bouncing around to the left. They're a little split right now. And if the SI wanted to, they could send this in from the back. The Boomer tried to get a rocket spawn. Here comes the pre-spit. Pull does go onto Dane, who was separated right there for another couple ticks of damage. And they're just working the angles purple. They're just waiting for whatever Serenity is giving them. And this Witch is going to go in looking for something here. Single boom goes out. Witch is going to die before she even reaches her target, I'm pretty sure. And there she's dead.
So now the question is, do they take a crap load of damage again inside the house here? They got triple
they got
capped
3 capped, right? Yeah.
on the American server. Do they get 3 capped on the European server?
It's definitely a shot for it. It's going to be a jockey spitter, and I think because of their sack order, they should get another charger, and indeed they do. And this time they have a spit instead of a boom, and they have to break down that door for a second. Let's see exactly here. This is going to be tough to dodge on any ping, I would say.
The guy up front pretty much has to go for the level. Or the melee Skeetum Hunter, whatever. I don't think you can have your gun out inside here and hope to not get charged.
Rochelle does have a knife, so she could try to go for that. But instead, looks as though the SI are letting them get inside. Jockey respawn, charger from the back and a whip onto Dane right there. And there's the insta-clear, but the pound spit does go out. Spit gets a pretty generous spread, and that's going to be another good amount of damage on Dane. Look at the
down
damage
to 55.
spread.
They're all in the, like, literally Thug Life will go down 2 punches.
Reloading.
Literally, between all the survivors' health, it's what? The bottom number is 46, and the top one is 57. That's an 11-point spread.
That's terrible for them on this map.
Yeah, and they are going to have to run all the way back through this. All of them are like, what, 3 punches easy, and the tank's going to be up. 14 element surprise into the hands of Azula, aka Shady. Bot Smoker getting a pull onto Rochelle in the corner, and they have a Boomer, another Smoker, and actually no, the Smoker was, I think it might be a glitch.
Okay,
there we
go.
Yeah, I was going to say. Boomer spawn gets a
boom.
nice triple boom. And where's our tank friend at? Let's see.
Tank is a good bit away. He was playing with cars, I think.
Reloading.
He might be able to get that in, but I wouldn't go for it. Well, you know what? Maybe he does have the rage too. Charter got a punch and then got leveled, and that's again, but it's doing work. Purple, I cannot believe. Ooh, that car is gonna pause on a skybox and not get in there. That one is not in a very good spot, and he has to start being conscientious about his rage.
Yeah, he does. I mean, Miro's 2 punches. Thug Life is 2 punches. Porta's probably going to be 2 punches because someone will shoot him down to 48.
This is gonna happen.
So risky. Look, oh, he's separated.
Yeah, there's the split, and that's gonna be a car bouncing into the corner.
He's
and
dead.
they are gonna get the. Oh,
He's not dead.
The car. He missed the car. Now
Okay,
he
he got the car.
Out.
Can he
Oh,
climb
that's
out?
not good. He's gonna climb out now. Miro's in the corner, and now he's gonna throw a rock onto Rochelle there, and he's gonna miss it. This car is gonna go whipping back. Oh, what a hit!
Not a good car.
No, not at all.
Not a good
as well. Oh,
This
that
is-
sucks.
That went from 100 to 0 so fast.
It did. That rock misses as well. Boomer goes in, gets a nice quad. Well, okay, so that tank, that first initial car hit that missed was not what they wanted whatsoever, but he's going to be forced to rotate to the left. He's on first pass.
Is he going for another car?
I
The
think
car's
he is.
right in front of him.
Oh, he's getting shot though, and he's going to die, but Donate's Sep. They're not going to be able to capitalize on that, and that looked horrible for Team Serenity, but looks as though EOS pulled it, like, EOS pulled something there that was like, if that car had hit, then that would have been great, but they managed to take it, as you said, from 100 to 0.
Yeah, he whiffed the car and the dude capped. And then he was at like 3k. Probably could have gotten the kill if he had hit the first car hit. But then, like, he hit it so poorly and then, like, completely whacked it out of play that he had to get take 1,000 damage getting out.
Yeah. That was
But, I
another
mean-
pretty good hit. Like, regardless, though, look at their health.
Yeah, Miro's okay, he's at 46, Thug Life's at 41. Thug Life takes 2 points of damage, he's slow. Miro's gonna be basically permanently slow unless he pops pills.
Reloading.
Yeah, Thug being slow there just by 1 point, that's going to open up again. They've just gotten back to where they spawned the tank, so they haven't really gotten a whole lot out of that. And this map is relatively hard to make.
The sewers is brutal because Charger just spawns in your face. You get charged, you get spit on. You lose 20, 30 HP at a minimum.
Boomer wants to spawn beforehand here. Charger rocketing Boomer as well. Nice charge landing right there, and Dane is the green survivor separated. There's the jockey cover on the Charger up front. That's going to be a full down out onto Nick, and the jockey's down below, dragging that survivor all the way down, throwing him down another ladder.
Okay.
Oh my
There's a ladder there.
goodness. What, you thought he was dead?
I thought they dropped down the wall. I was like, is he gonna be dead?
That was a brutal hit from Element of Surprise right there, and this is still a common beating on Rochelle's back.
Ugh, that's rough. That's really rough.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way they make this now.
They shouldn't, but you know, you never know. few botched attacks that can actually make it to the end by the safe room, but I'd say probably with 0 bonus.
Yeah, I mean, now there's going to be another, like, attempt here to come from behind, it looks like. Hunter and everything actually is behind right now, and the one survivor's still camping on that ladder. Hunter going in, imagine to get skeeted, Charger misses. Yeah, okay, when you do into botch attacks, that's a pretty textbook example. Everything came from the ladder.
Yeah, I don't know, that was kind of dumb.
No, I mean, I saw the theory behind it, but it wasn't necessarily executed that well. If the Hunter got the pounce, it would have been huge. But the Hunter did not get the pounce, and the Charger also did not know where it was going.
Yeah. They can probably get a hit here fast. Oh, they found a set of pills. So,
Found
that life. Oh, really?
Oh, nice boom though, and there's the Hunter and Jockey.
Good.
Both going out. Well, okay, they had pills. They no longer have pills, because that's going to be a Hunter relapsing onto Miro.
He's dead.
Quad boom. He's dead! Wow, so there's the death going out onto Miro right here. Now, this is all going to come down to what can Element of Surprise and Survivor do. Spitter did get picked right there, but then, okay, if Element of Surprise and Survivor can make it to the same spot, then they're going to be in a good position.
Not dead yet.
Purple give map. Oh, a map, like, because they don't know where they are. Apparently they got lost, yeah. And there's going to be a smoker pull in the front. Charter got leveled, but that's going to be a pull all the way.
Reloading here.
You know, I've been telling, I think it was my team this, is like when we scrimmed down his team, it's like they had never played the map, and I think that's probably true. I don't think anyone but Dane has actually played the map on their team.
Reloading.
At least Miro has definitely not played it.
You guys are gonna miss me.
It's not good.
No, it's not. I mean... Oh, really? Okay, so maybe... Well, maybe Miro forgot. I don't know.
Charter's going to spawn up. Going in is going to land the charge with a spit on top of that onto Thug Life, and that's the down. Dane's the last one up, and this Spitter is just going to be able to climb back up, and they should die at the hole here.
You would think so. Barring them being able to just run up like Hib's team did and actually, you know, kind of just storm past all the SI. Like, okay, so yeah, let's climb up here. But
I don't
he's
know
gonna
why
get
that's a
pulled.
thing.
He's,
Yeah, he is.
he's gonna get pulled.
You can't kill the Spitter yet either, apparently. Charter's going to come in from the bottom. Oh, dear
What?
God.
He's gonna get bumped off the ladder.
Yeah, and the Spit's going to go down, not going to land.
Dane
There's
is
the Smoker
down,
in
the health
cap.
bonus is gone.
And
Smoker
they
is
ran
dead.
for a despawn, yeah.
Let's get you up.
So, you know, all in all, it's kind of like what I expected. Serenity's gonna make it just probably outside the safe room, no bonus.
Guns right here.
They should die in the bushes here, right?
They should,
I'm a reload.
but, you know, his team,
Reloading.
I don't know. I don't want to say they're bad, but they kind of have a tendency to screw up these hits.
Charter got a death.
Reload.
So Rochelle's dead, 2 survivors left, and 1 survivor is black and white. Smoker pull going out, and the jockey wasn't able
And
to...
there it is, they kind of screwed it up.
Yeah. Jockey wasn't able to do a whole lot there, and then the smoker pull is just a little bit desynced, so those are going. This looks very similar, though, to Element of Surprise and Survivor run on the last server.
It really kind of does. I mean,
Gotta reload. Reload.
Hib died earlier in the map. Miro died in the sewers. They're having 2 guys actually make it further, and Hib's team actually made it on their home server.
Yeah.
And that's nice and all. But
I don't know what
going
that was.
into map 4, I guess,
Reloading.
Danny's team is still going to be down by a little bit.
Oh, yeah, well, they should be down, depending on what happens with Element of Surprise and Survivor. Like, if Element of Surprise and Survivor takes that tank well enough, they could be in really, really good position. Nice Uzi ski from Thug Life there, but that is going to be the end cap. Boomer still actually managed to get that boom.
What an arc boom.
Surprise, that was a nice arc right there. And finally, there it is.
There.
Okay, so Hib's team needs to not have someone die, and
Yes.
needs to not take so much damage before the tank that they're forced to pub rush it like Serenity was. But Serenity took a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean, the tank was kind of poorly played with his hittable control, and they only took 1 down from the entire tank fight because of it. But they still had no HP to actually make the map. Hib, they're gonna get what, 300 points before the tank spawns, give or take?
Give or take, yeah.
So that'll put him 600 up going into map 4. I mean, I don't really see Serenity wiping on map 4 with green ping since they made it on the American server with yellow and red ping, or orange and red ping. But who knows?
Yeah, that's
Tool
what I mean.
still has not had his tank,
Yeah.
and so he gets the map 4 tank. But maybe Serenity will AI it. Who knows?
Yeah, we honestly don't know what's going to happen yet, but we do have Element of Surprise on the Survivor side right here, hoping to avoid a lot of damage on this first hit. And let's see now, because they're clearing out all the comment. I wouldn't be surprised if they just all rush down.
I wouldn't be either, but I think it's bad. I'm gonna drop down into common, assuming they don't
Baiting it.
clear. Well, okay. Can Rochelle wallbang from there? Because that's kind of... Oh... They could have killed the jockey. They still
That's what they're trying to
killed the
do, yeah. Oh, Charter's going in and gonna land onto a
But the
spit
spit
miss.
miss. Spit completely missed.
There's the pull going out on the coach, but yeah, that's a better first attack handled then. That actually should give them clearance to push through the warehouse area, I'm pretty sure, and then climb the ladder. I can't believe that spit missed.
Yeah, it's not a hard spit to hit, honestly. You're spitting literally straight at the fire escape. I don't even know how you missed that.
I mean,
Your
that's
crosshair has to be like somewhere else.
well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he was going for like underneath him or something. Boomer gets a nice boom. One survivor's still up top, but the M2 goes out. Him throwing out the god M2 right there. Charger gets melted. Jockey does land with a stumble and spit. That's a good amount of damage on the
That's a
shady
lot
end.
of
Lucky
damage.
lock. Wow. Him almost died.
Yes. Well, you can technically go back and save them if you jump over the truck, but he probably would have been dead.
Shotgun. Reloading.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have gone back for. Well, I mean, they probably would have, but they could have like pounced him and killed him too or something. Smoker spawns up, managing to get the pull.
Oh, the crown of
Down by him! Oh my goodness, that was a beautiful crown. Wow,
Oh.
hold.
Him just like pleasing his fans right now with some stellar play.
Uh-oh.
But
Did the spinner get picked?
I think she did.
The spinner got picked?
Oh,
That is a beautiful, I don't know who did that, but that was a beautiful shot. That was Coach. Azula managed to pick that spinner before that went down. Yeah, everybody knows that was a hell of a shot. Hunter gets the in-cap in the back purple. This has been such a great series so far.
it's just been back and forth between who can get more screwed up before the tank fight.
I mean, right now I think Element Surprise could even push forward, you know, and try to get as many points. I mean, they have the health to go
They
back,
have
but
okay health. They could run this back and fight the tank and kill it and then go forward, but I think the same thing's going to happen that happened to Serenity. If they survive the tank, they're going to die in the sewers / further.
oh god, no. Well,
The
there's
alarm
one
car is
There's
off.
the double
They
boom.
have to run back.
Yeah, they do. Tank in the hand of Miro for Team Serenity. Where is he? Let's see.
In the sewers.
Ah, okay, well that's unfortunate for him. They're still waiting to hit on this run back. Jockey spawning up and going for it, managing to land on the Ellis, but he's obviously not on the other side of the fence. You know what? This actually might not be terrible because they should be able to clear that alarm car horde before the tank gets too close.
Yeah, I think the horde will either be near its end. Well, I mean, they're kind of getting stuck. Miro's probably going to go right in here. But they have a boomer.
I thought we were close to it now.
Right, they have a boomer, and the rest of the horde is kind of teetering off. There's some coming in from the back, but that was the best case scenario for Element of Surprise. Miro's committing in with the car, almost landing on the next
He
stage
gets
right
a one
there.
boom on Rochelle.
Right, and then the car is going to rotate around the side. That's not going to hit.
Oh my god, that almost spun into Lucky Luck.
It did, but now you know what? They're going to kite this horde and try to go forward.
They
Oh,
need
he's
to
going
get out
his
of there.
car. They need to get out of there. That car is going to split them. Ellis. Oh, goodness God. Oh, he's separated. He's really separated. That punching car is spinning. This should be a down. Indeed it is. Now the
Hib
tank is
once
alone.
again.
Hib
going
gets hit by
down.
the car, but they are going to Uzi this tank. He's going to try to get out. 2 in-caps going out. Smoker does die. Jockey is up. Rock landing on a tool's face. Great
Pick up
tank from
him.
Miro so far. They need to pick someone up. Jockey's going to wait for the troll. They're actually going for a double pickup right here. And the tank is dropping in. Getting the corner onto Lucky Lock. There's the in-cap. Last survivor up is Tool. Punch is going to miss. 2 survivors up, or 1 survivor up.
He gets the
2
jockey.
special infected up. And
Okay.
where's the smoker? No smoker yet.
No
That's what they
smoker.
need. And he's not going to get it.
No, that's a wipe.
Oh, that's a wipe. Wow, that was interesting right there. Tool figured he could have gotten the pickup onto Ellis, but he couldn't. And Miro's tank getting the wipe right there. That's going to really help Serenity Kid. What's the delta here? Just about 600 points. Yeah, it's still 600 points in the favor of EOS, but they cannot be happy with the way that ended.
Funny enough, that was a scenario where Hib should have jumped on the car and run forward. He tried to jump on the truck, and he died because of it.
Really did. And I mean, at this point, like, it's still anybody's game because this is still really close to start. But the delta that we saw open up was on what map, though, Purple? The finale on the last game.
The finale is indeed where Hib's team basically took a 1,200 point lead. I mean, I don't really foresee them making the same mistake again on this map and dying before the tank even does anything. If they do, then, well,
Yeah,
that's game.
Yeah.
It's still kind of on Serenity here, though. Anything goes wrong, like they pull a Hib, someone dies, gets death jockeyed or whatever, then they have to pray on for the finale. Well, even if Hib's team somehow makes this map with a lot of bonus, too.
Could?
So it's not really a cakewalk. They're down 600, which is honestly kind of nothing at this point.
Yeah, it's nothing at this point, but at the same point in time, it's like, with the way the game's been going, with how competitive both games have been on the away servers, it's like either team could still pull it out somehow, because again, we expected some kind of like obliteration from Serenity on their home server. They haven't been playing that way so far.
They haven't been playing well. I don't think they've played the map all that much, maybe twice or 3 times. And who knows, maybe they underestimated Hib and thought it would be a free win, since they beat him on New York last time.
Could be, yeah. We have a Smoker, Charger, Boomer, and a Hunter. And the Boomer is actually going to get picked through the wall. Hib.
Yeah, you know, for all the stellar Survivor plays he's made a lot of dumb plays at the same time.
Yeah, they're deciding to go with this anyway. One Survivor up top, Hunter gets skied. I do not know about that call.
That's pretty much no damage at all.
I think you mentioned on the last half that this would be like one of the areas where you'd really like to see a good amount of damage come out because the rest of these hits are relatively easy to mitigate.
You'd like to see at least 40 damage there. Someone kind of sitting at 60-ish HP, 70-ish. Because then you can just hit him again and he has to pop pills before tank, and you're down a set of pills and he's bleeding. And this is not a short map by any means.
No, I mean, Hunter, Boomer, Spitter, and a Charger here. Let's see if they can make it work off the side of this house. Charger actually going to the back there, trying to get a spawn in between on Dane, and he doesn't quite have it. Interesting calls from the special infected so far. Boomer wants to come from the side. Spitter pre-spawning and does get picked.
Oh.
That's been a theme that I've seen this game in general. Boomer does get a single, but Serenity should be able to keep moving along pretty unscathed. They've only taken 2 damage so far from SI.
Yeah, it's pretty much just been, I think it was Boomer damage. Or something like that. Pretty much nothing. I think it really just comes down to, does someone get death charged or death jockeyed?
Reloading.
Because that basically ends the round.
Reloading.
Weapons over here.
This tank from Tool, right? Like that's gonna be the big thing where it's like, Tool's known for for his tank plays, obviously, among other things. And it just depends, is Serenity gonna give him a chance to play it? Like that's the question, because they could go as far back as to AI that tank. We saw that already almost happen so many times. Charger gets focused down. We do have the Pounce Spit landing along with a separation pull on the side for the first actual damage so far. But is that going to give them no hit on the choke?
They're probably going to get spawns right when they start running back.
Yeah, you can jump over that apparently too.
Weapons over here.
Yeah, exactly. Here comes the scavenge. Going for his tank play, and we have a Jockey, Boomer, Hunter, and a Charger. Everything's already blocked. Boomer goes in, gets a single boom, and I guess you can spawn inside that shack to surprise Serenity, and they are indeed going to try that. Hunter, Charger, and a Jockey coming in. They know where the Charger is. Charger is getting ripped in the face by that Uzi. Jockey, pretty slow clear right there, but again, not a whole lot of damage. And this is what we expect from Serenity. This tank is going to be it, I'd say, Purple.
The bridge and the tank. Does Tool bring in the log properly so they can't play it forward? Does Denny's team try and run away and AI it? You know, it's because the tank without a hittable there, you kind of just you get run away on, and you can't catch anyone.
In the other game, yeah.
That's what happened to Han. He did get punches though because his driver's kind of screwed up, but who knows?
Nice pop on that Boomer going out. Smoker trying to get a pull from the left. Nothing working right now for Element. A surprise. We're gonna have that spitter going down as well onto Thug Life. But again, this is more what you expect out of Serenity Survivor on the home server.
Yeah, this is kind of what you thought would happen since the beginning. You know, things dying, getting killed pretty quickly. But the fact that it's taken 3 maps to get here, you know, maybe they'd be winning by now. They wouldn't have,
overall.
Yeah, they wouldn't have effectively died last map. Because, as you saw, they took a crap load of damage for the tank.
These charters are getting absolutely bullied right now. That one does match land. Okay, that's a good amount. Well, not a good amount of damage, but it's at least more than they've had so far. And
yeah.
I think they're gonna push into. Did that charter die like first or second?
He died second to last.
Okay.
The Smoker, I think, died after him, so they should, in theory, have a Smoker again. Or, sorry, a Charger again. They don't. They have a 2-2.
Magnum here.
So they have to essentially hope somehow this jockey ledges someone and kills them.
Boomer's gonna spawn up. Manages to get
That's
a
a good
nice double.
double.
Oh, and here we have one survivor who's a little bit split, but he's gonna just go stick himself in that corner, take some spit damage instead of a death. Jockey could save now, actually, for another set of spawns.
There's 2 death jockey spots here. One at the start and one kind of at the end. Okay.
Reloading.
Hib trying to make a big play, but kind of made the opposite of that.
Just dropped right off the bridge.
Yeah.
Just literally hit him one and fell.
I don't really know what to say.
I don't know, dude. That was special, and there is still a hit up here.
They're going
Smoker's
for the
get
death
pull on the side. I don't know. That well, wait a charge spit at least. That's gonna be a good amount of damage onto Hota right there. And he has to jump on the railing. So okay, this is a better spread, I would say, going out. And now it's gonna come down to it. Let's see exactly where it spawns on this map. Again, it's not always as precise as it would be from both servers to servers, even from side to side. And now, like I said, they have the health to run it back, but they could also elect to play it forward. It might take another hit here, or they could elect to save for the run back.
I mean, ideally you fight it here, because you don't have to go back on the Bridge of Doom. But if he has gold, that's a fair bit of damage going in there. I mean,
yeah,
Mirror's almost slow now. If this thing brings in the log, like he should, hits it properly, and then you can't really play it up front, unless you want to bank on him not being able to hit the hittable.
Right, and Tool's got a first hit on that. As we mentioned before,
it's a pretty good first hit.
Yeah.
Now, see, does him... See, this is the call. Are they running away baiting again this time? Which kind of looks like they are. Look at Rochelle.
Yeah. Oh boy. Well, and Tool has spotted it, and he actually might... No, he's getting out.
Where's his log?
He hit its log back the other direction.
Did he?
He's going in, though, on this, and he's pushing right in. Tool's almost getting the punch onto Ellis. Now he gets the punch onto Ellis. He's got them split. Charge is gonna miss. Oh, this is not what they wanted, though. Rock's gonna go in, managing to land onto Coach, and Tool only like 3 or 4 hits.
The SI needed to land on the back guys. He needed his log. Yeah, I've said it twice now, and I'll say it again when Serenity plays tanks. I mean, Hib doesn't kill his team by saying I have no ammo.
Yeah, that was really on that second log hit. What happened is he crouched and then he hit it, and then it hit the edge of the train platform and went flying back over. So that second hit's what did it.
Yeah.
This is not looking good for Element of Surprise now.
No, they effectively have to make this map now.
Hey, we might need these.
With health.
I mean, they can do it because of the way this is positioned, but they also need to slam Serenity right here before they get to the safe room, because they're carrying a great bonus.
Yeah, it's 1,000 points. They make the safe room with this bonus, and if Hib's team's wiped, that's pretty much
over.
GG.
Yeah.
Ammo here.
Let's see here, because Serenity are starting to push inside, still clearing out those comments. A Spitter, Charger, Jockey, and a Smoker, and there's also a Witch, but I don't think they even need to deal with the Witch yet. Another set of pills. They still have 4 sets of pills, along with 3 survivors with permanent HP. Here comes the hit. We are going to have that Jockey getting M2 shut down. That's an obliteration of that hit again. Serenity just oozing everything down, and they've got, like, the biggest amount of momentum I think we've seen so far.
They'll probably make it with this bonus. So, let's see. It's another 100-ish points, so it'll be 4,300 to 1,900. Hib's team needs, what, 1,000 points then to tie the game?
Yeah.
So then they have to make the map with like 200 bonus, which, you know, it's not that hard to do.
It's not, but again, they're on the back foot right now for sure.
Yeah.
The real thing that separated that tank, I'd say, from doing a lot more is just, again, it's that one hittable hit, and then I think it was Dane who decided to push back in to the tank's face because he figured it might not have a hittable or was trying just to push them. So that was the right call from Serenity. It's a Spitter, Hunter, and a Smoker for this next hit, and they actually might elect to save for a 3-1 instead.
Yeah, this is their last hit here.
Oh, they're already pre-spawned up top. Hunter getting sprayed down, Spitter die, Smoker gets cleared, and this could actually be the last hit, as you mentioned, Purple. That should be safe for Serenity.
I mean, the Charger will spawn. He'll probably punch someone and charge them for 20 damage. But that's about it.
Yep, and that's going to be
or he
pretty
won't even
much
get
it.
that.
Nope, well, he's going to spawn now,
He's
and he's dead. So there's the safe room for Team Serenity, pulling it out on their home server right here with a grand total now of 4,205 points. And this is now, add 1,200 on, that's a 900-point lead overall. Right? Close to it, or is it 11? They're like 1180 something.
Yeah, something like that. Let's just say he got 1,200 points, so that, let's round again. So it's roughly 4,200 to 3,200. It's like 1,000 points.
1,000 points, right?
Give or take. I mean, Hib's team, they're gonna get, you'd figure at least, what, 400 points from surviving the event and making it to tank spawn?
If they do that. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
It's not a hard tank by any means. They just need to not go, like, and do stupid stuff, like, I have no ammo, let's run back, oh, there's an ammo pile here, let's continue to run back, and then just die.
I think Miro's wipe last chapter was a huge part of this, you know, because in terms of momentum, like, if they just didn't die there, they probably get another couple hundred points at least, but when they actually got, like, wiped there by Serenity, then Serenity was basically able to continue that and just basically bring it onto their survivor side and make the map with one of the best bonuses we've seen so far.
Yeah, Hib's team should only have one down there. The tank shouldn't really have gotten the second corner. He had 1,600 HP. But, you know, that's kind of been the theme of this match. Has been really not Serenity winning it, if I would say. It's more of Hib's team throwing it away.
Yeah, and that's the problem. I mean, with those high-risk, high-reward plays and just a bunch of other stuff that goes in there, you know, the consistency is what you're looking for. But unfortunately, like, I don't think EOS has been able to really do that so far. Like, they've had splashes where they played very, very well, and even Azul was mentioning, you know, it should have been closer to 6K on the home server. And I mean, if team element of surprise, like, I don't know, unless they do something spectacular on the finale once again, like Hib's tank, then I think we could be seeing a 6K game out of Serenity, because you can easily make 1,800 points on this.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You get 800 for the map itself, so that puts you at 5K, and then 1,000 bonus is not that hard.
Right.
It's basically 3 greens, which you should expect to make, because the tank shouldn't get really more than that, unless you run into the tank. And Serenity kind of taking a while to ready up here.
Is it true that Hib and Purple are nemesis to each other?
This is news to me.
Apparently now it is, so... You need 2 minutes. Okay. Well, hopefully it only lasts 2 minutes because we are eclipsing the 4-hour mark, Purple.
Yeah, we're almost at the 4-hour mark.
Carrot was on fire. Yep, they did. And then Photon ready. Are you kidding me?
I mean, I think the key here is them not taking too much damage before this tank. Like, they take anything more than one guy getting in-capped, and I feel like they'll just try and run past the tank or something stupid.
Yeah, that's probably true. Well, we have a single boom going out. Hunter died.
That's
Charger
exactly
missed
what they
as well.
needed.
They need that, and then that smoker got a quick pull, and again, single-digit damage from the special infected teams on both sides.
I mean, it kind of shows without a spitter that attack rate does nothing.
Right, because you can just clear everything instantly. Not like one of those like reflux hits or hits in a small area, you know, really don't do a whole lot because if you just don't get multi-cap, you can just clear. But especially with melee weapons here in Ace Mod.
Oh yeah, and melee weapons are just gonna shred the commons, so a single boom should really just get taken care of instantly. They sacked the boomer there because they had a 2-2. Hib's team should be able to push past this choke. Well, they might spawn on the back guy. Oh my god.
Wow.
That Charger creep off the roof and got a triple.
That's insane, and that's a really good amount of damage onto Lucky Lock.
Insanely lucky.
Wow. Well, okay, I guess EOS are now, like, they're at that point where, okay, if they have to fight the tank forward. Like, that's it. They have to fight the tank forward. Don't try to push past the tank, but fight the tank forward, kill it, and then make safe for him. Like, there's no way they can backtrack really at all now. I think it's up to the point now where they might even try to take the event, like, and not go back and hold it out.
It might be worthwhile. I mean, you take that event forward, you, what, take 2 hits?
Yep, yeah, that's it. But the Hunter's coming in from the right-hand side, managing to land onto Lucky Lock on top of the car. Slow spear going out. Spit will not land on that. And the spitter should die last here, so okay. They should be able to get the event now with maybe a hit trying to get itself together. But as we saw in the last half, it'll probably be more closer to the run back.
See, Lucky Lock's not popping pills. And that's kind of slowing them up. I think their plan is he doesn't want to pop until he goes down, which, whatever. But they're taking more damage kind of because of it.
Well, they had the setup that they want on the special infected side, aside from the jockey. It's a smoker, boomer, hunter, and a charger.
They're so spread out
potential. Here. Yeah.
But the charger and boomer are moving. Can they even spawn there?
I'm not sure.
I don't think they can spawn there. Nick is literally blocking that.
These baits, though. Tool's baiting it out for.
If they legit had hit the button, they could have run back right now.
I see they're coming closer now.
This is looking like a let's sit here. Because if you sit in the proper spot, you can't actually get death charged.
There's the event starting. Yeah, that's what I figured. Oh no, now they're trying to go back? Lucky Lock is trying to here.
They are not going back.
Hunter gets cleared, and Boomer, I think they are at purple.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, there's a charger. Oh gosh. No. Alright, well yeah, that was almost a death. If that had been the old version, that would have been an easy death charge. And I don't know what that's Psy again. I don't know what I'm watching.
Like, I don't know. I think they should go forward here. They just killed the charger. Go forward.
Kill the jockey too and then go forward, yeah.
Definitely
or are they gonna... Are they... What? Okay, alright, yeah, there you go.
They have to be making this call.
Oh my gosh, they're running in separate directions.
Okay, there it is.
Now they're going forward. Okay.
Lucky should pop pills here, clear Hib in the back, and go forward.
There's another charger here for Dane, and he's looking maybe like he wants to do a solo charge at some time.
Lucky might die. He cannot dodge this charger.
Right, yeah, he's still slow.
They have literally the perfect setup.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Well, I guess you can't get death charged or death jockeyed here because of the rails. I think you actually can't charge over that.
Oh yeah, so it's that spot up there.
Right.
That definitely makes it a little bit better, but you always about to die at the end, right?
But look how separated they are.
Hey, Purple, what's in that train? Ammo.
An ammo pile.
Yeah. If anybody on EOS needs ammo before they go forward, they should pick it up. That's what wiped them last time, when Hib needed to get ammo for whatever reason.
He was listening to the stream and letting Purple call for him.
Yeah, right. Well, hey, here's the Charger coming in, belted down to the floor. We have that jockey now landing on a Lucky Lock, but yes, you're right, the railing
yeah,
there.
that's kind of what I expected.
Yeah.
Just nothing really happens because those rails there prevent the best charge. And now they can just run forward. They didn't have to sit back and take hits that would destroy them. I mean, okay, someone forgot to grab ammo.
Reloading.
That person's also slow, so Tool and Lucky Lock both not wanting to pop their pills yet. Oh, Hunter's inside the shack, or what? Yeah, he's inside the shack
inside
there, okay.
the shed.
Yeah, oh, I see it. Okay, and the Spit's not gonna get much of anything, just a delay in front.
It's probably Thug Life's tank then?
No, I think it's gonna be Hota.
Reloading.
Thug was map 2.
Oh, right.
Donna was map 1, Mirror map 3. Yeah, so it's gonna be the Hota tank.
They should have just, honestly, I would just down Lucky with his tank and have him pop pills.
Here.
That's an extra 30 HP.
If they're not really considering running back too far, right, then they can just, like...
You can't run back with this HP. You just can't.
They're not downing him yet.
I don't
Hunter
think they
spawns
will.
up.
I'm reloading.
Oh, he's trying to get on top of that thing, but you can't. So... just trying to block that spawn even more. And now Hib's on the side. Boomer spawns up, gets a single boom, and now Hib... double boom, rather, yeah, and Hib
Charger
almost
in the
got pulled
back.
forward there, too. Charger is gonna land a nice double cap right there with a pull going out onto Azula as well. So the bait not paying off for EOS right there. And now Shady is also stuck inside the train for a
Now the
second.
question here is, do you pop pills and rush the tank? Because he won't have a hittable unless he pushes you into the logs. He spawns on the last train. Does him go for the big play? They're still not popping. This is ludicrous. Lucky Lock could go down here when the tank spawns.
There
There
we
we go.
And they are going for the big dick play. Hota is up there throwing a rock, landing onto Azula.
Oh my god. This is a
no.
wipe.
This is not good. Hota pushing into Hib's face, getting a multi-punch. But he's kind of separated from the survivor now. There's the Hunter landing.
This is a wipe.
I don't know what I'm watching. The Charger got cleared, Tank landing a punch, and he still has 4K.
But he has no SI now. Okay.
Hib hit a rock. Okay, Hib hit a rock. But you're right, he
can't
has no
catch them.
SI. He can't, but he's doing a good job.
Okay.
Oh, there's the log, by the way. Oh, boy. Well, Host is moving to the left now, throwing another rock, in-capping Hib, and he is going to try to get out now with like 300 HP.
They have deagles. I don't think this is a wipe anymore.
I don't think so. Hunter got killed, and that log is just precariously rolling next to Lucky Lock's face. Nice curve rock attempt going in right there.
Run forward.
And somehow they're alive.
Yeah. They run forward. I think they get at least one set of pills, maybe two.
There's one.
There's one. They should get something in the pill cabinet too, I think. And is the witch going to be spawned because the tank is alive?
Maybe not. Boomer getting M2'd a lot, shut down. Charter does land in the back, and this tank has 16 HP. 16 HP, that's all the tank has. And he's about to try to get a rock, but he does die. That should free up the spitter and potentially even spawn the witch. It does spawn the witch.
It will.
Alright, well, no survivors are black and white, and they're still limping their way through this. They do have another set of pills, but Tool's gonna take an in-cap for that. All still only on their first in-cap here. Spitter could try to make some racket, but they are actually gonna down and pick up Lucky Lock now as well. It's impressive that he actually has been able to stay up that long after taking that much damage early. Nice pop on the Boomer, too.
Yeah. Okay. Good
Crown.
drop round. Charge in the back. You guys pulled forward.
It's hit
Him
black
going
and white now.
down. I think so.
Yeah, he is. So now Hib and Lucky Lock are both black and white. I mean, they're still making it, like, close at this point, but, like, if they can eke out the rest of these distance points, that's really what they would need. And then it's gonna come down to some insane finale stuff.
They're going to be down at least 300 points going in the finale. Which, you know, had they made map 4 with the bonus they should have, they would have basically won this game.
Shoot me again. Shoot me again. I dare you.
They should have made map 4 like 1,000 bonus, but they killed themselves.
Did, yeah, and there's a Hunter getting a scratch down and then trying to bounce away. Charger, Jockey, and a Boomer for the rest. One punch, two punches onto Hib, and the Charger gets cleared. There's the Hunter getting the kill. Hib's dead, and Azula is going to get cleared now. And, I mean, after they get that pickup, they're pretty much at the full 800.
I owe you one.
It's looking grim right now for Hib and Element of Surprise. There's the in-cap going out. And you can mention, you know, okay, if Tool hasn't been playing as much, he's been rusty or whatever, and like, would Han actually being here have made the impact, like the difference for it? Because they were playing so well the first couple of maps, but then...
You know, I don't know. Tool did the same thing Han did with the tank, and it just didn't really work out.
That point though where it's like you start talking about stuff like that in terms of like, you know, the minuscule nuances, but ever since that happened and that shift occurred, I would say that's, again, Hib's tank in map 2 didn't necessarily do what it needed to do either.
Coach
that
is
Survivor is on top of the... What?
He surfed the Charger's head and got on top of the tank.
Alright, not bad, I guess. And that is going to be Lucky Lock, and it looks like Tool as well, if they can clear the board. They are going to make the save for them. They don't have any bonus, but hey, it's worth a shot and a little bit of morale boosting right there. 782 points for EOS that chapter. 16-12 for Serenity, obviously. That is going to put them in the lead. So it's just like a 200-point game or something, right? Or maybe 300?
I would say it's probably 300-ish, which they need a big performance from their tank again.
I don't know if it's going to be Hib or if it's going to be somebody else.
I don't know. They say if EOS loses this game, they have to sit down and look back at that Hib play or Hib call. So Bravo says it's exactly 255 points.
Okay.
In favor of Dane. Like I said, if they lose this game, you have to sit down, you look back at map 4 on your home server and go, gosh, did we ever throw this game away?
Yeah, and I mean, that was the call that did it, where he had, like, what? Yeah, Dawkins, we've been here for a while. What's your take on it? I think it's been over 4 hours at this point.
252 minutes.
I saw a meme as my take. Yeah, I agree with that. This is supposed to start at 3, right?
3, yes.
Yeah, so now it's 7. Now 7. 7, yeah, like 7:15. Yeah, 4 hours. And like I said, the first 30 minutes was just the teams verbally punching each other.
Yeah, really.
After that, then it was just like a decision as to exactly... Like I said, that was a fun backstory to it, but... Basically, if these teams, for whatever reason, meet in the lower bracket again, it's going to be an absolute bloodbath.
Yeah, I mean, well... Silencio Jockeys played Danny's team, and they were actually beating them on the away server, much like Hib. And then they let things slip away, I think, starting map 3.
So all that kiss me ringing, huh?
All that kiss me ringing, yeah.
Sure, he can probably take credit for that, and it's like, what's happening in chat now? And yeah, it is very close going to the finale, they're right. And Super saying Hib lost them this game, I mean,
Hib did a lot of dumb things. He effectively killed himself both map 3s on home and away server. I'm assuming he made the call, well, he said, I have no ammo. He had 25 shots in his shotgun, which, you know, that's enough to do for a tank fight. That's probably even more than enough. I'd say you could get by with 16, because you gotta figure you shoot the tank 4 or 5 times, and as I come in, then you either kill him or you don't, and then you shoot the tank a couple more times, he's dead.
Bravo's right, jumping on the van instead of the car is another huge portion of it, you know what I mean?
Right, he had to jump on the car to effectively run forward, but he tried to jump on the van, which maybe if he had played the map, he knows you can't jump on it.
The overall score delta is 255. And they're saying it's pretty much the same, no, it's farther this one, so, I mean, yeah, it's slightly different. Please, please, God. Restart round. No, no, no.
Oh god.
Oh my. Alright. Alright, fine. I guess we'll restart the round. This is what Detour Ahead does to us, Purple. First it was restarting the server to check ping, then it was just pauses and some crashes, and Han left, and then Tool came in, and then Simi came in, and then Tool came in again. So, you know, enemy team won. Please, game, do not jinx this. Honestly, though, I mean, Serenity, like, the last time they played this early tank, like, that's an inordinate amount of damage for that early tank. Like, I mean, that happens one time. I highly, highly doubt it's gonna happen again.
Well, it happens because that one guy is off by himself, kind of in La La Land, doing whatever he thinks he can do. And then he gets capped, so the teammates go, oh crap, we have to save him. So they have to run at the tank, instead of running away like they should. And then they eat punches.
Yeah, and basically the same. They're saying screw it, we're going live. Close enough. Serenity on the Survivor side, defending an overall 255-point lead. Element of surprise on the special infected. When you say it like that, Purple, with those two scores added, it's really not that far apart.
No, it's really not.
That's where we've come down to, essentially. A 255-point game. Hib right up and it's now saying 1 second. Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh man.
Alright, well, what are they? Literally, one of the SI is moving. What is this? What is this game? There we go. Okay, they're ready. Fine. Charger's going to the opposite roof right here. 76 is fine.
Let's get some.
Yes, there. 76 is fine. And the boomer gets popped. Charger hasn't quite spawned yet. Smoker looking for a pull as well. And looks as though they're going to go in now. Charger, what was that? I'm not entirely sure. Jockey got melted and no damage on that first hit, Purple, whereas on the other server, I think they got 3 cap there, or close to it.
They got double charged and the guy outside was bounced.
Right. So that's obviously a big improvement for Serenity. And now it comes back to that run back hit, and whether it really depends on Element of Surprise and Tank right here. I am curious to see who it's going to be. And that,
doing?
I don't know. Just ran into bullet fire there once again. Boomer, Jockey, and a Charger next. And they have to get how far? To the semi, right?
It's like the second semi and a little bit past it.
Alright, well they might be able to take another hit, and then there might be a way for EOS to get another hit on the run back, but that Boomer gets popped. Jockey, Smoker, Charger coming up. Jockey is going to get melted in the trees, and then the Smoker is going to get cleared as well. And yeah, Serenity's been on fire the past 2 maps.
They've been playing a lot better than they did the past 8 maps.
Right. I mean, that was the big turning point, I would say. But now here's the tank up into the hands of Azula for Team Element of Surprise. And he is going to have to do major, major work here. And he's just kind of smacking his cars, making his way downtown here. There's that 3 cap that's waiting for him, but I don't know if they want to hit that in the open field or not. He's getting every car known to man Purple as the survivors are making their way back.
Yeah, I mean, you only really need 3 max. Don't need more than that.
That hit actually managed to tie them up because that Charger landed, so like having that time. Oh, this car is on its way in. It's almost over the fence, but he's got a lot of cars. That one is in a pretty bad spot, but still in nonetheless. That car is in a better spot, and that car is in a pretty good spot too.
Well, he has the 2 cars.
He has 4 cars right now. Where's the Boomer getting
They
shut
sacked
down?
the Boomer, they have the Smoker, they have the Charger. They just need the Hunter now.
That car's out. Looks like he's going to be playing with those 2 right there. He's on second right now. That car's out. So there are his 2 cars. Those are the 2 cars that he has. And they're LOSing him hard. Which is the right call. And he's going to have to whip these over and pray to God that one of them hits. There's one on the left. There's one on the right. This is a good setup from the tank.
He's 20, 15. They're going to he's going to go AI. He's AI.
No way. Oh, that's so unfortunate for Element of Surprise. AI tank working its way in. Smoker spawns up, gets the pull. This is one rock landing, and that's all they're gonna get. Wow.
That, talk about mistakes, that was a huge mistake.
His tank map 3, if you remember correctly, too, he might have had a chance to get a hittable kill, and then it didn't work. That's the end of... I almost want to call a game right there.
Weapons over here.
It very well may be, unless they get some god tier hit on this bridge.
I don't know, like, they're trying to go now. Hunter lands, spit overshoots. Jockey comes in, trying to land, not gonna work. And they all have green ping, they all have over 70 health, 3 of them have 95, or 2 of them have 95 and 93, the other one's 81, and then Thug Life is at 99. He just took those pills.
It's, you know, I don't know who was saying anything in the Rumble, if anyone, but they should have been like, you need to stop screwing around with the car and go in.
AI in that area with 3 spawns is not what you're looking for. If it had been like a boomer too, maybe that would have helped a little bit more, but it's absolutely not what they needed. Smoker pull goes out, Charger trying to take the intercept, not gonna work, Spit goes down on nothing. And that's gonna be the Charger getting a 1 punch onto Rochelle, but that's about it. And Purple, this could be an ungodly bonus.
It's gonna be like a 1500 bonus.
That's insane.
It basically would have made this an even game had they made that more on the home server BOS.
Right, yeah.
Like, they put so much unnecessary pressure on themselves by doing so many things that are just frankly questionable.
Yeah, they're not safe plays. They're not plays that you have to make, you know. Again, you talked about putting pressure on yourself. Charger does manage to land there for a long charge. Nice tri-cap, but it is going to be cleared very, very quickly. Besides that, like, what, 1 or 2 Charger slams?
Yeah, I mean, the only way now that they can compete is if this next hit they get a triple charge. Someone gets boomed, the guy gets pulled, or the guy gets jockeyed or pounced. But I just don't see that happening.
They're not even gonna have that. They're gonna have a spitter and a 2-2.
No, so this is safe rooms for Serenity pretty much. Hib's team, even if they were able to replicate it, they'll lose because they're down 250 points.
Right, yeah, I mean, that's way too much. I mean, that boomer gets a double boom right here. Jockey not gonna land. Smoker does get a quick pull, but the Spit's got nothing. And here we go. So Team Serenity is going to walk into the safe room on the finale of Detour Ahead on their own home server. Upper brackets here of the Bleed Out tournament with a bonus. They had 5K before the bonus gets added. So now we're going to see the bonus get added. It's going to rocket to 6,285 points, Purple.
Yeah, you know. Real winner of this match, Purple's voice cracks. Yes, yes.
So what we're saying is that Hib's team needs to get...
They need to get a perfect bonus.
Almost, yeah. They can lose like 100 and some points from their bonus, and that's about it. Oh my god! What is going on?
No, they can't even lose 100. Max is 1600. Danny's team got 1280, so that's 320 points. They can lose like 70. A little less than
1700 actually.
Is it? Okay, so the health thing is just broken.
Yeah. Well, that hit is gonna get almost shut down, but that Charger managed to land. Chip damage going out. Proxy on the boomer as well. But yeah, that setting the tank AI I think is kind of what sealed it.
Yeah, you know, after that happens, his team is just, they're mad. They know it's over. They do nothing on the bridge, and it seals their fate.
Yeah, and then the bridge wasn't able to get them anything. The hits afterwards, they got that quick tri-cap, but that was about it. Smoker, Hunter, and a Jockey plus a Spitter for this. Hunter gets taken out, but then we do have that Jockey actually popping Rochelle into the air for a second. Smoker in the back as well, going to get taken out. And they've already taken chip damage, and this is, aside from that one hit that we mentioned before, essentially what Serenity had post-tank.
Yeah, they took, I think, pretty much 0 damage from that tank. The tank landed 1 rock on Nick.
Yeah, right, and it was an AI tank too, so it was just like, pretty much the support could do nothing in that area. And now Hunter Boomer Charger Jockey is the next hit for Serenity right here, trying to seal up this win to move on and play 8 CT 2 weeks from now. See if they're actually able to do it or not. Jockey spawns on the left, Hunter in the back, nice skeet going out. Jockey gets taken out, and okay, Purple, they're shutting down the hits.
Yeah, they are, but you know, I hate to be pessimistic, but I don't think it really matters.
I don't think it's even pessimism at this point, I think it's realism. You're not being pessimistic, you're being realistic, but it is a Dane tank.
Reloading here.
Okay, so they have 15-14 health bonus. It's basically GG.
I'm a reload.
Yeah, that should be it, actually. 255 points, it's over. That's over, they're not going to be able to eclipse that. So, Team Serenity has defeated Team Element of Surprise here on Detour ahead. Charter is not going to land, that card's going in, not going to land either. Smoker trying to get a pull, Dane's still on first pass, and he has his cars with him here. And the Survivor's actually going to push him.
I mean, sure, why not? It doesn't matter at this point. You're doing a lot of damage to him. He has one car there. There's no horde.
There's the car going in, and
Oh,
it bounced
him.
on the other hittable and killed him! Oh, that's right, because if you hit a hittable against another hittable, even when it's supposed to do 25, it'll incap. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to competitive Left 4 Dead 2. It's got a Fishes with some lulls, and the tank is trying to go for some kind of kill onto him. And honestly, what other way would this end, Purple, besides with that happening?
Hib had to go out in like with fireworks, and he did just that. See their health right now. Like, oh, this would have been, you know, they could have won this game. I don't know how many times I have to say it, but they just threw it away. So many things they did.
They really did. I mean, Element of Surprise just not clicking at the points where they need to. Like, they need to be consistent with it, and unfortunately the points where they were not as good outweighed the points where they were, and that's really all this comes down to. Hip chasing the Smoker is going to get quick pulled, but then does manage to get out of it. And Element of Surprise can still definitely make it look close.
Reloading.
People saying they're actually mad watching this game. Well, I guess it can be even frustrating from people watching the game's point of view, because you watch it and you go, who should have won the game? And you kind of say EOS probably should have won the game.
It really should have, and that's the thing where it's like, but now Serenity's gonna get the honor of moving to play a rematch with the healthcare professionals in 2 weeks' time, whereas EOS versus Silencio Jockeys next week is going to be another great match. That's going to be on Arena of the Dead 2. So we'll be looking to that when Team EOS drops to the losers bracket. But Purple, with how close this is going to be at the end, it's going to be an infuriating result for anybody who thought that, like, yo, Element of Surprise definitely could have given, like, Serenity their first loss of the tournament.
Yeah, you know, they were probably yelling at him a lot throughout the course of this match.
He has shot an alarm car.
He shot an alarm car, and he's probably just like laughing and mumble at this point, saying it's for fun and whatnot.
Smoker pull in the back, Jockey in the back, Charger takes the Smoker pull with a spit charge on
Oh,
it.
I thought that was hip charge and they were just leaving him.
No. If it had been him who had gotten charged, they would have left him. Set with Tool, stay aside to save Tool, because, again, a couple turning points, you know, Han leaving map 3 could have, or map 2 rather, could have had something to do with it. You don't know, they were on a roll, but there's no excuses at this point.
No, I mean, if they do use that excuse, I don't think it's a great one.
I mean, you could argue that the Tool, like, the Tool tank, when it could have been, like, differently there, but as you mentioned, Purple, like, Tool did the exact same thing. This is a very slow killer on Tool, by the way, who is Jockey right there. They're still going to make it with a very respectable health bonus, and as long as they don't walk into the chopper blades and die, that'll be better. But this is finally going to conclude this match as Team Serenity takes the win over Element of Surprise, 6,285 to 4,292 on their home server. Add 1,200 points onto that, and it was about an 800 or 900 point game.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you can't really say that EOS played bad. It was just decision making during tanks.
That's
Not
insane.
much
This
more
game,
than that.